We gotta play Fort. All right, I'm getting one rocket.
All right, let me open up the game. I hope it doesn't ask me to log in, because if you don't log into Epic Games in like 30 days, then it annoyingly asks you to log in. Am I gonna stream tomorrow? Probably. I'm probably gonna call into work, like, and call in sick, but it depends. Depends on if my symptoms are like really bad or something. Okay, I hope this isn't like too fucking loud, because usually PC games are really loud.
Can't see my Mario.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it on Switch just to play. Why can't you just download it on PS4? Wait, what the fuck?
Because PS4 takes forever.
To download it? Yeah, you're not wrong. Wait, what is the Shift F3? Wait, what? Oh, I guess that is the panel. That's so weird. There we go.
To be honest, I think it would be better if we just got on
What?
on
Smash?
maybe server. No, I mean you can play Smash. I
not
don't
gonna-
really care. Like
I'm not gonna play this for that long. Maybe 1 hour.
yeah.
Oh yeah, invite me to your lobby. It's been a fucking minute since I played this game. You saw the Microsoft one, right?
Yeah, I was about to ask you.
Oh, okay. Because I know you watched on Shoke's channel. Oh, shit. I forgot in this game you hold right trigger. In Jack and Daxter, it's like the A button. This is gonna feel so weird. Oh, God. Ooh, is that in? Hell yeah.
I thought Microsoft's was kind of mediocre, to be honest.
I actually liked it. I think I'm one of the few people that actually liked it.
I wonder why, huh?
What do you mean?
Because it was Bethesda.
Okay, but Bethesda really... Bethesda was probably the most disappointing part of it. And they really didn't have much of a presence there when you really think about it. Like, yeah, they had Starfield, but Starfield doesn't come out until, like... Fucking, what is it? Starfield doesn't come out until November of 2022.
Starfield comes out this year?
No, it comes out next year in the holiday. Like, that's so far away.
Huh?
It's a year and a half away. Like, and to be honest, like, I was hyped for the game initially when they first revealed it like 3 years ago, but now I'm not. I'm just kind of over it.
I feel like it's just another cyber. Go ahead.
No, I actually agree with what you're saying, of what you're about to say. I feel like since that game got revealed, they've announced like, or like other space type games have come and gone. I feel like the novelty's kind of worn off.
Yeah. I feel like everything that's coming out is like really generic. Like we saw like 5 different like Left 4 Dead clones.
I mean, I wouldn't call them Left 4 Dead clones. I wouldn't even call like Back 4 Blood. The word clone is kind of weird because like, I mean, it is the same, like, not the same exact team, but like a lot of the same team from like Left 4 Dead is doing Back 4 Blood. So I mean, that's.
I'm not gonna lie, that game kind of looks like shit.
I mean, I didn't expect it to look as good as the Left 4 Dead 2. But I'm gonna get it. I think it's gonna be fun. Do I think it's gonna be as like complex as like Left 4 Dead? No. Like in Left 4 Dead, there's so much about it that's you wouldn't really notice, but it makes it very competitive. I doubt this is gonna have like the same level of depth and complexity to make it, you know, as competitive as the original.
I just meant graphically. It looks
Oh,
horrible.
really? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's some good graphics like Mario.
Shut the fuck up about Mario. Not every game could look like Mario Galaxy, Ezzayus. Mario.
That game was
You literally squandered that. Oh my god. Fucking, what's his name? XXX Pug, whatever the fuck. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. How do you fuck that up?
Hey guy comes in.
Good thing you were there. Oh shit, we're behind still. Oh, rip. Mother bitch.
Oh.
Okay, we got a score now.
To be honest, the only game that looked like it had, and I'm not someone who cares about graphics, but like the only one that had like something that was visually pleasing was Forza. And
Really?
yeah, and it's fucking Forza, you know. I don't know if you noticed, but like in that, what's it called? Star Space?
Starfield.
Yeah, Starfield, whatever. There was like some frame rate.
Talking about the mech?
Like some frame drops on the mech.
Was that
and on
really?
the
Was that
astronaut
really
too.
frame drops? Cause I didn't. I don't think I didn't take a second look at it, but I don't think it was frame drops.
Maybe it was a stream. I don't know, but I've been
Maybe it
seeing
was
frame drops and
like on one thing or on the whole picture.
on one thing.
Well, then maybe that's not because of frame drops. Maybe that's just because that's how the animation is. I mean, I feel like an animation for a robot wouldn't be very fucking smooth. It'd be very robotic and choppy.
Well, I saw a frame drop on like the astronaut guy too,
Really?
and he was climbing up the ladder. I mean, I don't really care, but I think it's more annoying whenever they have one of those freaking vape lord games with like a big dragon and like a million like magic effects everywhere, and it just
What?
starts lagging.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like Elden Ring looked like it had frame drops too. That was a game I was like, no.
I mean, I doubt it's gonna be like that. Considering if it's like that and next gen is just coming out, like that's sad. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, what's weird.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even like really playing it.
Me neither. I'm kind of just gonna play it because I'm just talking to you.
I didn't even really wanted to play Rocket League. I was just
Oh
like,
really?
yeah.
Well, fuck, bro. You should have just said that.
Well, it's because we never play anything, you know.
That's fair.
Yes, I won.
And we probably won't anyways.
Oh, but that Square Enix one, that was the worst shit I've ever seen. Like, ever. That was the worst E3.
I didn't see much of it. What? Oh, you had to ready up or whatever.
That was worse than the Wholesome Direct. I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
It was some, like, indie showcase, and it was so stupid.
From Nintendo?
Nah, it wasn't Nintendo. It was an indie showcase, like just a bunch of indie games, but they were all the same, you know.
I've noticed that, like, I said this when I was watching with Anthony, the Microsoft one. There was this one indie game that came on, and it has, like, this certain style, and I'm like, I swear, every time they do, like, the Game Awards or E3, there's always, like, an indie game that looks exactly like this.
The one that's like inside.
Yeah? I want to say that. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I saw like maybe like 5 games that were like clones of Inside or Limbo. The one where like you play as like a fox. I think there was actually like 3 different Fox games this E3.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Wait. Wait, what? Oh. I was so confused for a second.
What did you even like about the Microsoft Direct?
I just, when I was watching it, I didn't feel bored. I liked Halo, I liked Back 4 Blood, a couple other games. Oh, I was completely shocked they were gonna have Outer Worlds too. I did not expect that. I mean, I didn't play the first one, but I know a lot of people are happy about that. I'll have to pull up a list of the games because honestly, my brain is like empty right now. I know I have a picture of like all the games they announced. I have to go back and like look at which ones are like console exclusive and which ones are like just like exclusive to PC and Xbox.
I also don't really like the scheduling.
What do you
I
mean?
don't understand. Like I remember E3 it used to be on the 11th, and they would pretty much have the big like three companies have their presentations like back to back.
On one day?
I'm not sure if it was on one day, but
No,
like
I don't
maybe
think it
like
was ever on one day because that's like way too much stuff to do at once.
I think Microsoft and Sony had both of theirs on one day, and then Nintendo would have theirs in like the next morning. You wake up.
Um, think. I never really watched Sony's. I just never really cared for it. I usually just wait until like the trailers come out and then somebody's like, "Oh, they announced new Sekiro game," whatever the fuck, and I'm like, "Oh, cool." I never really watched the whole conference to find out. I think it's because I'm not really as
Watch some.
big of a Sony fan as much as I used to be. And then usually like Microsoft has all like the third party reveals, so I usually just go to them.
Sony will stop doing races.
Was that your like
They don't want game. They don't. Huh?
you're like quiet? You're fine now, but
Uh, I think Sony doesn't want to do E3 anymore because they don't want gamers to see their video games. They just want a complacent fan base.
I suppose.
That's
I
that's
don't
what
really
I
know what
think.
to
That's
say
just
to
something I
that, to
made
be
up.
honest. Aw, bitch.
Because something I noticed, I'll go to the stream chats, and
Mm-hmm.
people are a lot more like brutal
Finally.
in the chat nowadays. And I think in this gen, like the I think closer to this gen is when developers actually started paying attention to what people like say, and I think the developers probably look at the YouTube comments and all that. Everyone's saying like, "Wow, this sucks," or "We don't care," all that stuff. I think they just wanted to start doing presentations.
You mean like the in-person conferences? I mean, to be fair, I feel like what Nintendo does is completely fine, where they just have the online direct. I feel like that format works really well.
Yeah.
Um, I remember Shoku used to be against that. I don't know if he still is. He used to. He was like super pissed because Nintendo was pulling out of E3 to make their directs or whatever. But honestly, when you really think about it, it was kind of like the better thing to do.
Yeah, it's alright. You gotta admit though, like I can't remember which E3 it was, but when they actually had like a stage and they had like these like crazy cinematics that I feel like I don't know, it's not the same anymore.
I never, to be honest, I never really. I don't think I've ever seen a full Nintendo E3, like from the original days.
Really?
I think when I started watching E3 was when they were already doing the direct format.
Huh.
And the thing
So
is that
like
people, it's weird because like people, especially Shote, he doesn't like when they do like performative shit at E3 anyways. He doesn't like it when they do concerts. He doesn't like it when they, have um, those like segments where it's like not really showing a game. It's just developers talking about something completely unrelated. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's pretty dumb when they do that.
So I feel like for him, the Nintendo Direct format makes a lot more sense.
I think it's because, well, I don't know why we're talking about shows right now, but I think it's because he used to actually go to them, though.
He's only been to one.
Oh,
Yeah, the one in like 2014 or whatever. The one where that, what was it, like ABC reporter was like interviewed him for Smash 4. And he's like, it feels super fresh, it feels new. Remember that?
yeah, I guess.
And then it shows, I want to say it's Yo Schiller or somebody. And then it's like their reaction to it, and they're super corny.
I don't really remember that well.
I gotta send you that video later. It's pretty funny.
I don't think I want to play Rocket League right now.
Okay. Wait, is it already start? Oh, fuck. We can just leave, right?
Yeah. If I get off Rocket League, are you gonna end stream?
Probably. I'm probably not gonna play anything after that. I mean, I might play something with Anthony. I don't know. But I'm not really in the mood for like Fortnite or Smash or anything like that.
Never in the mood for Fortnite.
Dude, because
What are you talking about?
it's because first off, Apex is better. Second off, I don't play Apex anymore because I fucking hate it. So it's like, I think I'm done with like. I think I'm just done with that game.
Okay, but here's what makes it different, though.
What?
Fortnite, you have like things to circumvent, like
Okay, but here's the thing. I know
like
what you're gonna
high
say.
skill play.
I'm not good at building. I don't care to learn about being good at building, and that's always
No, I
gonna
don't mean
hold me back
building.
as a player. Like, the meta is building. If you can't build in Fortnite, you're not gonna be half as good as anybody in the fucking game. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Well, what I was going to say is that you can do things to circumvent high competitive play, as in like not like
Like
for
what?
example, like in the Marvel season, they had like a lot of like
Oh,
Marvel items where and you, like literally people would build a tower and you could just like make a big energy beam and just destroy it in a second.
if
Like
somebody
they had a lot of items.
builds a tower,
Huh?
can't you just shoot the bottom and then it? Because it doesn't it work like how if you shoot the bottom part, everything that's connected to it above it breaks as well.
Yeah.
So then why don't we just shoot the
But what I'm
base?
saying, like, I mean, yeah, you can. But what I mean is that Fortnite has like a lot of like overpowered like items that you could
I mean,
help you out. Like
true,
right now,
but
there's big spaceships that just blow
true,
shit
but it's
up.
just I don't know. It's just such an unsatisfying game at this point. And the only
Also,
reason,
another thing,
yeah,
you had two people who were bad at Apex, but now you got someone who's good at Fortnite.
what do you mean two people that were bad? The polling was pretty good.
Uh,
Arsh was pretty
you
fucking
really?
good. I mean, Anthony was all right, but like this, I feel like I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, like I remember a long time ago. You're probably gonna mention this. I kept telling Anthony and Andreas to get on Fortnite or whatever. It wasn't necessarily because it was Fortnite. It was because it was a game we could all play together. And
Exactly.
yes, but there's other games we could play together.
Name one.
Rocket League, Smash. I don't really want to play Smash anymore. Freaking, I don't know, man. I'm probably not going to be into Smash until they announce the next character, and if it's something that I like, then I'll probably play Smash again for a little while, but... Oh, fuck.
I don't think they play Smash at all.
Who?
Anthony and them, they
No, I was talking
own
about
the
you and
game, they
me.
play it. Oh.
Because you said, well, what... Fuck, what did you say? You said, that's what... Yeah,
Standard one.
exactly. That's why we play Fortnite, because it's a game we can all play together. And I'm like, yeah, we can play other games together, Ezzayus.
Rocket League, I don't know, it's just kind of boring.
That's probably because you
Like,
played it a
you have to.
lot, like, since the last time we played it.
That was the last time I played it.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, like, Rocket League, you have to pay attention, you know?
I'm not really paying attention. To win, yeah, you gotta pay attention. I'm probably gonna take a break from games anyways. For a while.
Smash kind of hardly counts because, like, we play Smash with people all the time, you know?
What do you mean?
It's like, I don't even know how to explain
What do you mean? I don't know what you
it.
mean.
Like, I go into arenas of people from the zone all the time, you get me? So it's not
Oh yeah,
really.
you play Smash all the time. Yeah, sure. Oh my fuck. Come on. Fuck. Rip.
You only like playing video games you don't like.
What are you talking about? Oh, Jack
Like all
2?
the Dark
Okay.
Souls. Yeah.
What do you mean Dark Souls? I love Dark Souls.
Makes you mad though.
Okay, but Dark Souls is actually, like, pretty fair. Fucking, Jack 2? No, fuck that game. That game is not fair. What's so stupid about the game is that they could literally fix... They could fix most of the problems with that game and most of the frustrations with it by adding just 10 checkpoints to the game. Like, just 10. It's so stupid. Such a simple change would have gone such a long way for that game. I mean, the thing is that everyone kind of boosted that game and made it sound like god tier. And now that I've played it, like it's not. I think it's a big nostalgia thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the Sony platformers. If you really think
No,
about it.
no, I think
Crash, Spyro.
nah. I go back and I play Ratchet and Clank, and I still think it's really good.
Because it's easy.
It's not
It's for
as
babies.
it's I would know it is not easy. I think it's a challenging game, and it's not as like fucking stupid as Jack 2. I think the Ratchet and Clank series is better than the Jack Daxter series.
Isn't Ratchet and Clank more of a beat 'em up?
No, beat 'em up is a very
It,
weird word to use for a game like Ratchet and Clank.
or
It's
like I
it's a
just
it's a 3D platformer with like a heli pack. Think of it as like Flood from Mario Sunshine, because like a lot of platforms at that time had that kind of thing. But it also has like gadgets you can use to solve puzzles, and which is one aspect to it. And then you have different guns that you can use to fight different enemies. You can upgrade them. The story's fun. It's funny and charming. It's got good comedy. It's very replayable, which is something I cannot say about Jak 2. What? Honestly, like, oh, honestly, I don't think I'll ever play Jak 2 in my life. I might go back and play Jak 1, not on stream, of course. Like, at some point in my life, I think it's good enough to warrant that. But like, I will never play Jak 2 again. That game is just, it's way too fucking unbalanced. And it's way too difficult. It's way too difficult and it's way too long, which is like the worst combination.
It seems like it's the only collectathon that makes you do everything.
I mean, you have to do every mission in the game, unlike the first game. In the first game, it's kind of like 64, Mario 64, where you can skip certain levels. They don't. The only thing that matters is that you have enough what is it called, precursor orbs, where the fuck, enough, I can't remember what they're called, the cells. There's a certain item that you get, kind of like the shines in Mario Sunshine, and you only need a certain amount of those to beat the game. So you can theoretically skip all the bad levels if you want, but in Jak 2 you can't do that. You have to play through all the shitty levels. Hmm? What's that? I can't hear you. You're like really quiet for some reason.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. I think it's like you're cutting out or something. Wait, yeah.
It wasn't really fun to watch. It wasn't really fun to watch. I'll be honest.
I think that's fair. I think the first two streams I think I told you this. The first two streams I had of that game were probably two of my best streams that I've ever had. And I think the reason why is because I had a ton of chat interaction and I got to meet like 2 new people. Which is something that like I haven't had since like, I don't know, Bully. So I mean that was pretty satisfying. But then like the past 2 streams were not like that. They were the opposite. It was literally just me and sometimes you, like the entire time, with just me raging at the game, and it was like so unsatisfying.
Yeah, so, you would kind of always like, you'd be like, don't. It's not that I don't pay attention to your schedule. It's just that like, you usually tell me you're gonna go live like 15 minutes before you're about to.
Okay, I'll say this. I really don't feel like I need to inform people of when I go live. And the reason why is because there's only 3 days of the week where I'm free. And it's, if I stream on a day, it's one of those 3 days. And like, I have a schedule in my bio. Like, it's not, I don't always stream at that time, but I stream, if I'm going to stream on a day, I'm going to stream pretty close to that time. So I mean, I don't, and it's like, if you're busy, like, it's fine, you don't have to watch.
It's not that, it's just I'm the type of person that you have to give me like a 2 days notice.
What?
You know?
Then fucking look at my stream schedule. If it's 2 days before a Sunday, then know that I'm probably gonna stream.
But what time?
Fuck.
That's another
What
thing.
time? It's always gonna be like, I'm probably gonna start anywhere from 2 o'clock to like 4 o'clock my time. I don't think that's like too difficult. And it's like you don't have to be there the moment the stream starts. Like it's fine. Oh, that was good.
Oh, this is good.
You were saying? Oh, bitch.
I'm saying. No.
Howdy.
Oh, what's up, Anthony?
Fuck.
We're playing Rocket League on stream. I finished Jack 2, by the way.
Oh, I didn't even notice you were streaming. I'll leave.
That's fine. Andres came here earlier when I was in VC with my friend, the guy who knows like a lot about Jack 2. And
Right.
he was like guiding me through it. We were talking about E3, whatever. And then Andreas just randomly joins. And I'm like, get the fuck out. He's like, I'm just here to say hi. And I'm like, get the fuck out.
Dude, I kind of felt bad. We kind of like bullied him earlier.
Me?
We all day because we got in and you were like, dude, why are you gonna be here if you're gonna dev? He's like, fine, I'll leave. I'll go watch YouTube then.
Oh, that was today. Oh shit, dude, that feels like yesterday to me now. Cause
Well, it's
I
a long day.
yeah, cause I never wake up that early.
Exactly. I never on VC that early. Like I
True.
But like me and Napoleon, we did that for the No, so no, it wasn't me and Napoleon, was it? I know
Yeah.
that we all did it for the Game Awards, and then I think me and Napoleon did it first. There's a specific game that was being announced that we wanted to watch. It was for Halo. I think.
Yeah, cause I remember you guys wanted to see the Halo reveal, the one with the shitty
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
That was over a year ago now. Holy shit, or almost a year ago.
So, as far as E3,
Here, let me hold on a sec. I gotta turn down the volume. I fucking hate having to do this.
she had a migraine and it was late, so I was like, she wanted to get
Whatever, that should be good enough. Oh, shit. Ezzayus, we can still salvage this. Just kidding.
So, whoa. Okay.
Oh my god, Anthony, did you miss that?
I wasn't watching.
Oh, okay, it's fine. Oh, but tell Ezzayus what you liked about the Microsoft conference. Cause to be honest, I already forgot it. You son of a bitch.
Okay. So the things that stood out for me for the Microsoft conference was one, Xbox One E3. I'm just gonna say it flat out. I mean, it's really just Xbox PC. I guess like there's like PC games that were announced. Cause I was watching earlier today. Around like 5 o'clock, there was like new games. It was like another press conference, but just for like new games in general, like a bunch of indie games and stuff for Steam
Yeah.
and all that, and for showcase. But with that, and then also like it's only Xbox. I saw there's like big publishers. There's like Xbox, Nintendo, like Steam, like PC stuff. That's really it. Other than that, it's all developers. So I mean, for Xbox to win E3, I mean they kind of had to win E3. They weren't really competing against anybody. But
I think Nintendo's probably gonna win though, to be honest.
I mean, I was talking to my girlfriend about this earlier because I was like, I'm excited for Tuesday because I hope they announce. There's a lot of speculation that they're gonna announce a Nintendo Switch Pro.
I think they will.
My girlfriend's like, that's dumb. Why would they announce one now? Like, they should have announced one last year. I'm like, what do you mean?
I think
She's
that's
like, well,
fair.
I don't think there's enough people that really would want one now. I mean, or maybe wait till next year to release it. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I think this is something that's in the long time coming. I mean, people complained about the Switch when it first came out, and then they re-released it with with extended battery life, and people are complaining about like Joy-Con drift. So if they can make like a Pro version that like eliminates all the problems people have been having, and maybe have like a bigger screen, or at least a screen that isn't like cropped, because like on the Switch, if you notice, like on
There's
the
the black bars. Yeah.
in handheld mode, it has big bezels, and so the screen only takes up like 60 to 75% of the screen that size that it's capable of taking up, and you know
Yeah.
that's partly due to all the electronics underneath. That's why bezels exist. But if they did like a Switch Pro, like that would be really sick. Like
The, the thing is about a Switch Pro is like I think about it and I'm like, damn, I I could buy one, but then it's like, when is the Switch 2 gonna come out? You know what I mean? Like that actual next generation console.
well,
And then it's like, if I buy a Pro, am I gonna be completely just cucked?
well no,
Right?
'cause
If I want to get a 2.
well no, because Nintendo has a way with these kinds of things when it comes to their handheld games,
Mm-hmm.
where you're not necessarily fucked, because there was the Nintendo 3DS and then the new Nintendo 3DS. So my thinking is they're not it's not going to be just like a Switch Pro and then they're going to release like a second like a Switch 2 or something. I think what they're going to do is they're going to call it the new Nintendo Switch Pro or something like that, or new Nintendo something, but they're going to probably keep that new, and that's going to be the Switch 2 is going to be that one. And then for the next few years that's going to be like that, and then the regular Nintendo Switch is going to be the focus. Because with the Switch, I think Nintendo finally has like their niche. Like Nintendo's a very niche um publisher anyway, because their consoles are always been niche, you know? Like they
Really?
have that's what I feel, because like it's or at least unique, because
Okay, that's a way better term.
because like because like you know, you have the NES, which is literally just the Nintendo Entertainment System, then Super NES, or Famicom in Japan, and Super Famicom, and then you have
Fuck.
like the N64, and then you have the GameCube, and then like there's like Game Boy, DS. Like
Yeah.
they've always done something different than the other like
On the
competitors,
previous
because
console? Or,
be-
oh, that's what
the,
you mean.
well, there's other competitors, because Nintendo's a very simplistic kind of company. I want to say they want to keep things simple. They want to focus primarily on the games, but they want to have a system that can run the games that they make. And I think that's really all it comes down to. They don't need something demanding that's like the PC, like the Xbox Series X. They just need something that can play Mario, you know, at the least. So,
Mario.
I mean, if they can make a faster Switch with maybe a bit higher res, better battery life, better Joy Cons, and new colors,
You know,
like that,
I'm
that could be
kind of
cool. They just need
curious, cause like I feel like they're gonna continue down the Switch line for the rest of time. I don't see why they would ever go back to a home console. But like that has me thinking: is it gonna be like smartphones where every couple years, it's not gonna be every year, but you know, every couple years they're just gonna make a new upgrade, and then there's certain older models that are just not gonna be compatible with certain games.
possibly. I mean, I don't see why not, because I feel like with the Switch, they've. I don't want to say this is it for Nintendo. I don't think this is it, because a lot of people thought that with the Wii and the Wii U, and then all of a sudden the Switch is here. But I think that Switch or Switch, what Nintendo wants to do is this. They want a console that can function both at home on the couch, on the TV, and be portable. That's why they've always had a portable game console alongside their main console. But they wanted to blend the two, because it's probably easier for them to focus on one console rather than like two separate consoles. So, I mean, maybe they can even do like a new dock that like, so they, if they don't want to put that much of like, you know, electronics into the Switch, well, with the new dock, then the dock can maybe help power the Switch more, and has its own board, so it can output higher resolution, so you can have like 4K games and shit like that on the Switch just from the dock once the Switch is plugged into it. I don't know. That's just a thought, but
You know, that made me realize that portable gaming, besides, you know, mobile games, besides the Switch, the idea of buying like a handheld console is kind of a dead. Besides the Switch, of course. Because, like,
and that's what's
Sony.
kind of keeping that alive. I think is the Switch because it doubles as both. It's convenient.
Yeah. I feel
To
like.
be honest, I feel like the. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like making the Switch was sort of like their ultimate answer to people that were saying, why is the current Nintendo console always one generation behind Sony and Microsoft in terms of specs? And I feel like the Switch is kind of like their ultimate way of saying, nah, fuck the specs. This is our perfect reasoning as to why we don't have to be one gen on time with everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, look at us now. We're playing a shitty console.
That's the thing, is that, like, if I ever buy a third-party game, I'm going to get it on, like, I'm probably going to get it either on PC or console that isn't Switch, because I don't really use the portable aspect that much.
Right. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like the only. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we have a Nintendo Switch here at home. It's like the family Switch, but then I have my own Switch Lite, and
Oh, I forgot you had that.
I like the Switch Lite. Don't get me wrong. I like it, but I would probably use my Switch more docked if it, you know, if it was able to be docked. I would probably use it a lot more because like I don't really take it anywhere and I just play it at home, and I usually play it like the main games I play are on my Xbox and on my PC. But if I'm laying in bed and I'm watching YouTube or something, and I want to play a game in the meantime, or while I have a video on in the
Yeah.
background, I'll like get on my Switch because I can just have it on. I'll play some matches of Mario Kart, go through some matches in Smash or something, or
God,
Animal
Smash
Crossing.
Smash sounds terrible on a Switch Lite. I could never play
It's
Smash
not.
in handheld. It feels so fucking weird to me.
It's not. I got you. Cause, I mean, for me, I got used to the buttons.
I think I'm
And
just so used to playing Smash on GameCube.
the thing is, with the Switch Lite, is like it's kind of, unless you have a really good case for it that has like that's very grippy and comfortable to hold. My case that I have is just like very smooth, so it's
ergonomic.
like kind of uncomfortable to hold because then my hands get sweaty and then it like gets all slippery, or like it's not very. It's not a really good way to hold it for a long period of time. I don't like holding it like and looking up at it and laying on my back, and I don't want to like arch my neck, you know. So
It's like,
you
yeah,
just
it's
kind
like watching a
I have to
video in
like
bed.
constantly find like a comfortable position when I'm playing it because like this is kind of annoying. And I mean it would be even cool if the Switch Lite had a dock on it. I don't understand, or not a dock, a kickstand. I don't understand why
It
they didn't
does.
just.
Oh, for the light?
Yeah, I don't understand why the Lite doesn't have a kickstand. Like, I get what they were trying to do, but a kickstand would still be kind of cool, and
That,
then I can connect like a Pro controller at least.
the Switch Lite was a smart business move, but I feel like I feel like if consumers buy a Switch Lite, they're missing out.
Switch Lite was made for people who don't know any better. It's basically the toy version of a console for kids.
It's such a. I think it's
If you're
very inferior thing just for $100 less.
yeah, like if you're a Nintendo you're a Nintendo fan, like you should not get a Switch Lite because you can't even play Mario Kart with someone on it really, and if that thing starts drifting,
Oh, you're screwed.
you're screwed.
But you know who the Switch Lite is meant for?
Kids.
Kids, because it's cheaper. It's you know it's you only play it portable, and it's durable. You know, if I drop that thing, it's plasticky. It's not, I mean, not plasticky, but it's like
It's probably not going to
I
break
feel
as
like
much as a regular
it,
Switch.
it,
I think I know what you
exactly,
mean.
because there's no, it's all one piece. So it's like the Joy-Con's not gonna break off because it's all one piece. So it's literally just meant for kids. a cheaper alternative for kids. But I think the Switch Pro, that's not going to be meant for kids. I think it's going to be for the hardcore Switch fans, like the fans that play most of their games on Switch and they want more out of their Switch, which is why I don't mind. I don't mind them doing one. But so moving on from this Switch Pro,
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit more about Nintendo. So with another thing that I'm interested for Tuesday is I want to hear more about Arceus, and the reason why
Ooh.
is one of my fears with this game because it's a lot of people are really stoked for it,
Fuck yeah.
especially me. I don't want it to feel open day one, or not open. I don't want it to be too open and boring day one like Fallout 76 started out as.
We haven't seen much in terms of the activity. I feel like, I don't know if this is correct or not, but I feel like every game they've released, from like starting with, was it Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee? I feel like every game since then has kind of been the lead up to Arceus. It's kind of been like, let's make a Pokemon game on Switch. Let's try something safe. Let's do the Kanto region again. But you can't catch wild Pokemon or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. You can't battle them or something. There's some limitation. But then they're like, okay, now let's release a more full-fledged Pokemon game that would be sort of more in the style of like Sun and Moon or like X and Y, and then let's try to make it a bit more like a Switch version. And that's kind of what they did,
Right.
more open world. And then I feel like now they're making another next step, where they're like, okay, let's make it completely open world. What was that, Ezzayus? You're like cutting out. It's muffled.
I don't know.
Fuck.
I agree. And I have the reason why I haven't really played or even invested money into playing any of the more recent Pokemon games is because, like,
Hell yeah.
the more and more they keep releasing new Pokemon games, the more and more it just becomes a reskin of the previous game.
Yeah, I feel
Like,
for a
like-
while after Gen 5, I felt really just disinterested in Pokemon.
and I mean that's the same argument people felt like with Call of Duty for a long time. It's like this is just the same game.
I feel
just
like,
different
yeah,
guns, different
this
lore,
might just
or
be me,
different
but I
setting.
feel like with the Advanced Warfare up until like World War II, I feel like those 4 CODs were like just rehash after rehash after rehash. Maybe that's just me, but that's kind of
and
what
it's
it felt
funny
like.
because with World War II they were trying to do something different because
Which is-
Battlefield 1 was coming out, and so they wanted to it couldn't have been coincidence because Battlefield 1 was coming out, which took place World War 1. And then World War 2 comes out, which is World War 2, and they're trying to do something different. They're trying to go back to their roots. Call of Duty started as a World War 2 game, so they wanted to kind of go back to their roots a bit, but
Yeah.
it just flopped. It didn't work. It didn't
I mean,
work.
I like that game. A lot of people don't, but I like it.
I don't dislike. I don't hate it. I just it wasn't. It's I didn't. It wasn't for me. I didn't really like the guns that they decided to go with. The maps are kind of annoying, but that was just me. I never really played the story though.
I never played the story. I think I've only ever played one COD story all the way through, and I think that was COD 4. I think that was it.
But with Arceus, like I just don't want it to be like really overhyped, and then you get it, and like there's nothing to do.
Yeah, to be
Or-
you're not wrong. I don't think you're wrong in your worry or your concern, because we really don't know much about it, and it comes out in like
Right.
6 months from now. Like,
So they really need to like either have a Nintendo Direct that's based just really focused on this game, or on Tuesday they need to really focus on this game and give us have some in-game like some actual gameplay footage or something, because if they just do another cinematic trailer and then they talk about the game, that's not enough. I need to see like what the game is like. I need to see some gameplay, like maybe do like a little
Fuck.
demo of like a little bit of the world and what you can do, because it's a really simple concept, which is what worries me. Is like the concept is really simple, but the world is really big. So I'm like, how much can you fit in this game to keep people to want to play? Like, you know, like where's the replayability? Like, what's gonna keep people wanting to keep grinding at the game? You know, because at a certain point, who's to say you're not just gonna end up getting bored and not really play it that much?
One thing I noticed when I was streaming Pokemon Shield, I like the game, but I feel like there's too many Pokemon, and I feel like there's too many ones I want. And because you only have 6 members on a team, I feel like I want to just train all of them. So then I end up like wasting way too much time on trying to find the right team. I feel like there's just too many options, which is kind of crazy, considering the fact that they kind of gutted a lot of the Pokemon from other generations. And that's got me thinking, like, how could they make a game like that work?
Sorry, say that again. I heard you, but like, word it again.
I'm worried that maybe there's too many Pokemon that exist.
Yeah, I mean,
That makes it like too. There is a like a point when there is such a thing as too many options.
but maybe Arceus is a gateway to getting a Pokemon game that's instead of having 2 versions of the Pokemon game,
I
there's
hope they
one
don't.
version, and it's an open world game.
I really
and-
hope there's not 2 versions. I don't think.
And you can go around, you can catch Pokemon, you can go do everything you can do in a regular Pokemon game, but open world. And, you know, like, I guess Pokemon itself is already kind of open world, but like more so than that. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're talking about like.
But I just I find it interesting that what Nintendo is doing, because like with Breath of the Wild, Arceus.
Yeah.
I mean, they even did this with Super Mario 3D World. They took it. They're taking these games and making them open world. And I wonder why. I'm like, why is open world so important to them right now?
Dude,
Well,
open
the
world.
thing is about Mario. It's
Good God.
nighttime now. It's Mario. Okay. The thing is that in Super Mario 3D World, the DLC Bowser's Fury, they've been gradually making Mario faster in each game, and
Yeah.
he was even faster in Bowser's Fury, and it actually the DLC, it was open world, and it like there was no like load time between stages. It was completely like seamless.
Yeah, you would just go and you would just walk into the next stage. Like, you just walk and then it.
Yeah, people really like Bowser's Fury, and a lot
Yeah.
of people don't like Super Mario 3D World because, in comparison to the other Mario games, 3D Mario games like Galaxy.
Do you think that? Good night. Do you think that they did that DLC purposefully to test to see if how people would receive a Mario game that was seamless and had no load
Oh, yeah.
times? And
I think they
Like-
I think they were definitely testing the waters with that DLC.
also,
definitely
Bowser
think
is
so.
fucking scary in that. I watched a lot. I didn't play, but I watched the gameplay, and I was like, dude, Bowser's fucking terrifying. Like, why don't they make Bowser that terrifying? Holy sh! Ooh sh!
What?
I just died. Okay.
Wait, were you playing something?
Wait, I didn't playing Rocket League
Yeah,
with this?
I just died.
Oh.
But so what else outside of like? So for the Microsoft, okay, let's go back to Microsoft because I never really talked about it. But the things that stood out for me with Microsoft was I wasn't sure if I was going to be into the new Halo Infinite, but I think that they definitely turned things around and they actually showed us gameplay.
I think it looks
And it-
good, but they didn't show
and
enough.
It looks good. They didn't show enough. You're right, but it looks really cool. And the multiplayer looks really fun. And like they have aim, you can aim down the sights now. I hope. I think.
Well, in 5.
So that's sweet.
In 5 they added
Yeah,
that.
I didn't really play 5,
I
but
don't know.
that's one thing I've been wanting for so long. is to
Honestly,
be able to
dude,
aim down the sight.
It feels so good to aim down the sights in Halo. It really does. Literally the only thing I don't like about it, it's like the same way how it works for sniper rifles in other Halos, where if you're aiming in, if you get shot one time, it cancels the aim, even if you're aiming down the sights with like in Halo 5.
Oh, I hated that.
I hate that. It's so annoying, but at least they have aim down the sights.
So outside of Halo, I thought as weird as unexpected as it sounds, I am kind of interested in Forza Horizon 5. That seems kind of cool, but that's just, I don't know. I liked Forza Horizon 4, so. But, what else?
I didn't really.
Dude, the pit. Dude, the pit for Fallout, that's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, because it's a spin-off of the Fallout 3 DLC.
Right.
Which is gonna
so I'm interested.
probably cool.
I'm interested in that. What else? I'm trying to remember everything. There's the one thing that did stand out to me was that Xbox literally heard everyone complain that they have like absolutely no exclusives, and they're like, okay, here's fucking 30 exclusives or some shit. I don't even know how many, but there's a lot of exclusives.
Like for PC.
No,
well,
they have a
Xbox
good amount of
exclusives, and then there's Xbox/PC exclusives. So
I don't know exactly what the ratio is, but
I do think it's cool that with Bethesda they're already working on so much stuff, and they're already right out of the gate having an exclusive.
okay, I will say, I think it was shocking
That's
to
a
me that
power move.
it was gonna be like, I think it said, is it exclusive to PC and console or just console? Starfield, I can't remember, but
I think it's just console.
okay, because that's actually crazy. I mean, I'm not really hyped for Starfield anymore. We talked about this with Ezzayus earlier, but like, I feel like since Starfield was announced 3 years ago, there's other space games that have come and gone that have kind of like have kind of like, I guess, scratched that itch for space type games. You know what I mean? So I feel like to have this game now, it's kind of, I don't know, just it's not the same.
Yeah, but I have hopes that they're going to take a different approach and like have like what we love about Bethesda games in this game, but not overdo it or like not. I don't know.
I feel like what Starfield lacks that other Bethesda games have is, with other Bethesda games have really intricate lore, and other Bethesda games have like something that is very, they have a central mechanic that they kind of focus on that makes it special, and I feel like I don't know what Starfield is gonna have that's gonna make it special. I feel like they haven't really shown that yet.
We can't really speculate much because we don't know anything. All we saw was like
it's so far away, a year and a half away. Like,
but I have a feeling like there's gonna be an Xbox. Usually Xbox, either they do like their own event, like they stream like what's been going on with games and stuff. So hopefully by then, and then like there's also like Gamescom.
Oh yeah, Gamescom. I forgot about that.
So they're probably gonna hopefully talk about it more at Gamescom, but they might not have much more to add, because they honestly might want to wait until Xbox's own like event.
Yeah. I'll be honest. In retrospect, I'm kind of disappointed at Bethesda. I feel like that was the most disappointing part for me, because I feel like Bethesda's one of their heavy hitters, and I feel like they didn't really. Other than Starfield, I can't remember what else they announced that was Bethesda related. I mean, they had Redfall, which I thought was really cool. But that's But like, just the thought that like Starfield
also an exclusive.
I
think Redfall is also an exclusive.
Oh yeah, that game looks pretty cool. But like, the fact that it's been almost 6 years since Fallout 4. And I know Bethesda has like 3 or 4 different development studios at this point. like Bethesda game studio type development studios, I'm kind of like shocked that it's taken this long to make Starfield. Because I thought the whole point of them expanding into 4 different studios was so they can work on projects faster. And I feel like they haven't really done that.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what they end up doing with Starfield.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Unless by some
We could
miracle.
be totally wrong, and Starfield could end up being like one of Bethesda's best pieces of work. We don't know.
That'll be.
We don't know anything.
That'll be. I'm doubtful of that, to be honest.
Oh, which side of
Can I
Bethesda's
ask you a
developing?
question?
Yeah.
Are you just not that big of a fan of like space or sci-fi games? So the fact that Bethesda is working on one isn't what you were hoping for. So you're not sure if you're even gonna like it. So it's just more of a bias
I think I
thing?
like like what the fuck it space type games, sci-fi. But I think the world of I'd rather have another Elder Scrolls game, like honestly, or another
Yeah, I
Fallout.
was hoping they was gonna announce like another. I mean, they did like Elder Scrolls Online expansions and stuff.
The thing is that those games I feel like have cemented a very unique universe that I don't think Starfield is gonna have the same impact with. And
But I want to give Bethesda the benefit of the doubt only because like they.
no, I think it's gonna be a
this
good
all-
game. But I'm
they-
just saying I don't think it's gonna be as unique as Fallout or Elder
Well,
Scrolls.
no, what I'm saying is like I know what you were saying earlier about they branched out into 4 different studios. You're hoping Bethesda would like was gonna be supposed to be working on having more time to get more stuff done and work on more stuff, but like Xbox just bought them, and
Well, they've been
like,
working on those games before.
yeah,
got
they were working on them
purchased.
before, but Xbox just bought them. So whatever they were working on, they're like, well, they probably landed some sort of deal where because Xbox needs exclusives. They only have like Halo as an exclusive. Xbox needs exclusives. So, this is just a start. So,
Well,
there's
what
probably
do you
more things
mean?
to come.
I'm confused by like what you mean by that. Cause like, are you saying that because Microsoft bought them that they're somehow that's taking them longer to develop the games? Anthony?
Shit, I lost it. Hold on. Okay, so what I'm saying is, it's not that because Microsoft bought them that they're taking longer to develop games. It's that they just bought them, so there's not really that many games that. Or they probably did. Since they were already working on games. There's probably not that much they could have really done. They just probably need to finish the games they're already working on. I'm willing to bet there's ideas and stuff and plans for other games already. It's just they got to get these out first before they can move on to those other projects. I'm pretty sure there's another Elder Scrolls that's probably going to be worked on.
No, they've already announced it like 3 years ago. It's confirmed. I mean, obviously they're gonna make another Elder Scrolls game. Maybe what it is, maybe what they do is they like say, Starfield comes out, and then like a year and a half later we have Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe that's how it's gonna be. I'm doubtful of that because I feel like Bethesda doesn't have the capability to work on multiple projects at once. I've kind of noticed that about them. I mean, Fallout 76 was 3 years ago. Like that, well, 2.5 years ago.
And it's only been a year and a half to 2 years that it's actually been good.
Yeah. True. What's that, Ezzayus?
I was really
Oh,
disappointed
no,
because I was hoping we were going to get more information about Fable, and we got nothing except a
Oh
name drop.
yeah, you were
We got
very
nothing but
disappointed about that.
We got a name drop from Phil Spencer. That was it. Like all he said games like Fable. Like, come on, you asshole. You know people wanted to know.
What are they taking so long? Like
I don't know.
It's been like what, a decade since the third one?
I don't know. I mean, maybe they were hoping to have something to show now, but they just didn't. But he pulled that but there's one more thing. And I thought it was gonna be Fable because they did that last time, and they were like, there's one more thing, and it ended up being Fable. So I was like, oh shit, they're gonna do this. They're gonna do more Fable stuff. And then it was fucking Redfall or whatever the shit is. I'm like, okay, that looks cool, but you know, here's another thing I was kind of disappointed about, but I also think it's pretty cool at the same time. I have mixed feelings about it. There's a lot of indie games, and I know that Microsoft owns a lot of studios, and some of the studios they might not own, but they have a lot of indie games. Like that was a good portion of the games that were announced were indie games, and there were indie games that like
Were they really indie
there's
games though, or were they like double A kind of games?
I don't know, but I just know that there's not going to be that big of an audience for a majority of those games, like the fucking
Psychonauts. I feel like
Ink
Psychonauts is.
Rancher or Slime Rancher. I
Yeah.
mean that could be like a cool chill game. I could probably see
Oh
someone
fuck!
wanting to relax and just
What
play
the
that.
fuck? Hold on, I gotta get rid of this ASAP.
What?
What
Rid
the?
of what?
Why does this change every fucking time?
What happened?
You know the fucking pop-up messages on Discord overlay? Oh my
Oh,
fucking god.
did someone send a message from Napoleon?
No. What
Oh.
I don't understand why these things always turn back on every so often. I always have to turn them back off. It
Does it
pisses
maybe
me
have
off.
to? Does it maybe have to do with you have to do it for individual servers?
No. What I do is I go to fuck, what's it called? You know the thing where it's like,
What the fuck? You have your game playing behind your game view on your stream.
oh, that's a glitch. Thanks for pointing that out. Son of a
But,
bitch. How the fuck does that happen? Wait, is it because of this thing? Game capture? That's what that is. Oh my god. Yeah, remove. There we go. That happened to me on another stream, and I wondered what that is. I didn't even know about. No, but so you go to Discord, you go to overlay settings, you go to the settings, and you go to streamer overlay, and there's a thing that says show text notifications. You turn that off. So I'm like, okay, but I noticed that it kept turning back on, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. So then there's this thing where it shows where do you want the notifications to pop up, and I'm like, and it shows the different corners. But one of the options is you can just have it nowhere, where it's just like completely off. I'm like, okay, so I turned that off as well, and it's fine for a while. And I'm convinced that every time they update Discord, it resets it. I have a feeling they do, because that's so fucking annoying. God damn. Why does that fucking happen? I don't know.
Do DMs ever pop up?
Yes.
What? No.
Yes.
Have my DMs
No.
ever popped up on stream?
No, they have not, Ezzayus. Thank Christ.
You don't gotta say it like that.
It's probably... I don't want to see your chickens on my live stream. Well, let me tell this joke and spam a bunch of chickens. I don't want to see
You
your...
know that's not what it is at all. Huh?
You ruined it. You fucking I literally saved your ass and you fucking ruined it. Dumbass. Fucking idiot.
I mean, it doesn't have to be fucking terrible. It's just private conversations.
True. But
nobody would want their DMs to put it on stream.
No, you're
I don't care
right.
who they are.
But as soon as you say like it's private, like people are weird about privacy. As soon as you say, "Oh, it's private," then like they want to know more, even if it's like it's perfectly like natural human behavior to like have things that are private. It's like you must be hiding something. No, it's just like everybody has privacy. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, like someone ever try to like grab your phone and
Like,
What, were you hiding something on it?
it's like, dude, you just violated my space. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, Anthony, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm like, where the fuck did you go?
But okay, so I don't know if they're indie devs or all of them, or if they're just double A. But I feel like there's like the problem. I don't want
Ass.
at Game Pass to get overcrowded by a bunch of games that no one really gives a shit about.
Oh, yeah. I think
Cause
you're
like,
right.
cause like there's that one game with the dogs, which was kind of funny, but
Oh, party
don't
animals?
know.
I think that's kind of cool.
I mean they're cool, yeah, but like, who's gonna sit down and play these for a long period of time? You know, like.
No.
Like, I know games have blown up in the past, like Among Us, or Fall Guys for a short bit.
I don't think it's ever gonna happen again. Well, maybe it will, but just the
Like,
way
well, that's a strong
how
statement.
that is a
It's
fucking
never gonna happen
okay.
again.
I'll retract that. But like, think about it though. Among Us is still popular. Like, not even the game. The memes alone are still
Yeah,
here,
there's merchandise
and
and all
it's
that.
cemented itself. Like, it's like Minecraft. It's cemented itself as like a permanent thing. Where
Hold
it's
on,
like
I'm gonna
Among Us memes are here to stay. They're not like, it's not like a game where it comes out and then it's really
Really, hold on.
popular and then it goes away. Yeah, do your thing. Dick.
Alright, my dog is complaining.
All right.
But yeah.
Get the fuck out of my way, Zays.
There's a fucking mosquito in there.
Wait, we can still. Is that a fucking Rick and Morty reference on his car? The fuck is that?
You wouldn't know.
I don't watch Rick and Morty. I've never watched it in my life. The only reason I know about it is because people always talk so much shit about it, and then they show a clip of why they hate it. And also because Eric likes it and he's talked to me about it.
Rick and Morty's in Fortnite.
Hmm?
Is he like Fortnite now?
Eric?
Yeah, Rick and Morty's in Fortnite.
I
Is he
mean,
like Fortnite now?
he doesn't like games.
Oh.
Also, from what he's told me, and from what I've heard
but-
about from most people, the first like 2 seasons of Rick and Morty are like really good, and then like the later ones are trash or something.
Yeah. It's
I mean, I also
since-
thought it was kind of weird that they put. I mean, not weird. I kind of expected it, but they put Among Us on Xbox. Like, all right.
Well, they did it on Sony.
I just hope that them putting the game on console won't ruin the game.
Well, one thing,
I did think it was cool. I do think it was cool if it's going to be on console, if they made it like bigger matches or like
15 players.
having more imposters.
Okay, but here's the thing though. That game needs to have cross game chat. It needs to. It can't
Yeah,
do
I was
what
gonna say it needs to have its own in-game game chat.
it can't do what Switch does, where it's like there's literally nothing but text chat, and you have to type with a fucking controller. That's so AIDS.
Yeah, it needs to have its own game chat in order for it to work. Cause like, I don't want to have to type in the text chat. I don't want to have to get in a party or
Yeah, Among
be on
Us.
Discord on my phone. Because not everybody has a setup like we do. So like, I don't have to be
Yeah,
on my phone on
Among
Discord
Us
or
is
something.
so garbage with randoms, because typing is just so terrible. Like no one gets.
Well-
People just say, "Oh, he was an electrical. Okay, sus. We're voting him out." There's no explaining anything in text. It's impossible.
It's also probably really hard to
Do like 400 IQ plays.
as an indie developer, it's probably really hard to develop some kind of in-game chat for
Probably.
your game, especially a game as small as like Among Us is.
I mean, they have the money. They have the
Yeah.
resources.
Okay.
Fuck ass.
But yeah. What else? What else was there that was cool? Back for Blood. I was glad to see some more of that. That looks cool.
I heard. So I was watching a bit of Shokio's thoughts on it, and he said that the Microsoft conference was disappointing because a lot of the games are generic and like samey. It was like a lot of shooters.
Right. Yeah. Like that one Russian game, I wasn't really into.
Stalker 2.
Yeah, Stalker. I wasn't really into it, and it's not because they were Russian. It was just like.
Fucking racist.
It was just the fact that like fucking it's nothing new to me. Like it didn't
I
wasn't
think
appealing.
I think Napoleon likes it because it's similar to Metro, um, the Metro series, which it
Battlefield
is.
looks cool. The Battlefield
But
multiplayer
yeah,
looks
but the
sick.
thing is, Battlefield is a third-party game that's on everything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
But
it's kind of weird to like say, okay, you have this
okay.
third-party game that's on every system. Can we really praise them? Can we really praise Microsoft for that? Not really. But it does make the
That leads me
conference
into
better.
that leads me into another question. Do you think with these kinds of game showcases, it should be publishers and the developers they own showing their own games instead of showing other developers' games that they don't
Well,
own?
so
Like,
it's kind of a special case because Sony pulled out this year. So unless EA or whatever the fuck wants to do their own conference, which I think is kind of a bad idea as well. I don't like the
why?
third-party conferences because I feel like unless you are a really fucking big company that can make like 5 games a year, how are you going to be able to fill more than 30 minutes?
True.
And the other thing is, because Sony wasn't around this year, they
Well, what
kind
about
of
like Ubisoft? Like Ubisoft did their own, and
It's
who else
trash.
did their own?
people always say Ubisofts are trash, like their conferences.
Yo, Ubisoft
But
the only Ubisoft only has like what 2 games that people really care about. That's like
Far
Assassin's
Cry,
Creed, Far Cry.
yeah.
Mario Rabbids. That was the
Oh,
only
people
good.
are actually really fucking hyped about the game. And I think I played a little bit of the first one. I thought it was a good game. I think it
What
deserves a
game?
sequel. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's like a RTS XCOM kind of. Well, not
Bad
RTS.
Oh,
yourself.
yeah, I never played that. It looked stupid to me.
No, it's actually
It
fun.
is,
It's fun.
but it is stupid as well.
It's stupid fun. Fucking, you like Dom. Dom plays it.
Yeah. And he doesn't like kooky games, so it
He
really
likes it
says something
because
if
the
he likes it.
gameplay is good enough so that he can look past the kookliness. But to answer your question, Anthony, because Sony wasn't here this year, it was kind of like it makes sense for third-party developers to show a lot of their games at Microsoft conference. Um, fuck, there was another point I was gonna say. I can't remember. I mean, I think showing like the stuff that you own is really important. And if you're gonna show a third-party game, you probably want to show why it's gonna be better on your platform, such as like it's gonna run better, or you have exclusive rights to certain DLC, or like certain features, or maybe you get it first. I don't know.
We're getting killed by this freaking Morty.
I know. Fuck him. Fuck you, Rick.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that my opinion is that I think it's really dumb that Sony pulls out of E3 because
Yeah.
I feel like it's always been a really integral part of E3 to have Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo there, and it feels kind of weird not having Sony there because it's like, so I mean, Sony has more so than Microsoft. Sony's been doing their own conferences. They do their like their PlayStation Now or whatever,
State of play.
State of Play. So that's where people get their stuff. But I mean, why not? Why not go to E3? And even if you've already announced stuff, announce it at E3 for people who didn't know. Like, You're not going to be the first person to do that.
The thing is, like, so I guess they could do what Nintendo does, where like they have an E3 Direct at every E3, and then they have directs throughout the year. I think one of the issues with that is that Nintendo had this problem in, I think it was 2019's E3, where they had directs throughout the year, but because of that, they didn't have much to show at E3. And then I remember it was like the very next direct. It was like one of the best fucking directs they ever had because they had so much more to show than what they had at E3. And I feel like Sony might be worried about that. They're like, because I know they had a state of play like only a month before, like a month ago.
So do you think E3 should be every single year? Do you think they should do it every other year?
No, I think they should still do it every year. But like, I think they need a plan. What, we won? No, he won.
I scored it and it was like the ball was halfway in the goal.
I think what they should do is they should still have it every year, but they should plan it better to where like they're only gonna have their most exciting games, or it's enough games to where E3 will be fucking exciting every single year, instead of like kind of sprinkling on games throughout the year and then it leads up to a shitty ass E3.
Yeah.
I think it's an art to be able to properly place your trailers throughout the year. Because there's definitely been times where Nintendo has made bigger announcements during directs, but they still had a good E3. I think Sony is really killing the fun by jumping out, and I think, like, yeah, Microsoft does have exclusives now, but just the fact that they didn't want exclusives in the beginning kind of makes it not feel competitive. Just makes it
Yeah,
kind of
that's
boring,
true.
you know?
I feel like Microsoft is kind of doing something weird, where they're kind of profiting on the PC market, but I think we've talked about this before. But like, if they do a certain thing, they have to kind of commit to it. Whereas they can go one way and say, okay, we're gonna have all our games on console and PC, and then they'll profit from both markets, or they go all in and say, fuck it, we'll have exclusive games. But now they're kind of doing like a combination of both, which I don't know how that's gonna really work. Cause like,
I think what they're trying to do, and I got,
hey Van,
and I.
how you doing, man? Sorry, I got someone in chat for the first time in a long time.
It's fine. I think what they're trying to do, and I've talked about this before with the way that they have the Xbox OS, or I guess you would call it, laid out,
Mm-hmm.
like the layout for Xbox, is I think that Microsoft knows that the PC gaming's a bit as big as it's ever been, and more and more people
Totally.
are building PCs because PC gaming
job,
PCs are
Ezzayus.
more and more accessible now. You could buy a pre-owned, you can build your own. It's not hard to build your own anymore, and I mean Microsoft first and foremost is a computer company, right? Like they made Windows, so with their game console, they want to establish that kind. They want to bridge that, and make that connection. They want to make that bridge between the console realm and the PC realm, at least for their own stuff. So I see what they're doing. I like it. I think it's cool. Why not? Why not connect them instead of segregating them? I think that's cool. But I don't know what exactly they're. Why now? Or like, I don't know why they're doing it in the way that they're doing it, because they're not saying, hey, we want our systems to coincide with PC gaming and them to connect. They're just kind of doing it low key and wanting people to assume that's what they want. Like when they made the new console, the Series X, like it pretty much looks like there's a gaming PC that's been out for years that is very unique in shape, and it's shaped like that. I think it's like an Acer or HP.
Mm-hmm.
And so people compared it to the Series X, and they're like, I wonder why they decided to go with this body style. Like, it's very similar to this PC.
I
So like,
yeah,
obviously,
I
if
feel
they're
like it's
wanting the
very.
console,
Even if you like the look of it, I feel like in practicality, it's not a good design because
like
you
I won't
can't
be surprised.
because you can't really fit it like you know how in the with like the PS4, if you have like a little slit, you can kind of fit it in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like in between your TV and something else. You can't really do that with the Series X.
Because like the PlayStation looks like a console because it's a console, but I don't think Microsoft is thinking about that when it comes to their to the Xbox. And I won't be surprised if there's at some point an Xbox that comes out that ends up being a PC. Like it's literally an Xbox PC, and like
Hmm.
it has Windows instead of like Xbox OS or something, and you can just load up on there and you can use your kind of controller and all that, or you can use your keyboard and mouse because that's already how they're treating the Xbox. You could literally is now partnered with Microsoft and they make keyboards and
Right.
mice specifically for the Xbox. So it's becoming a PC.
See, we still scored,
That's what I say.
Ezzayus. I helped you.
I think the next Xbox is literally going to be PC parts with what you said, the Windows, like with on it, and it's just going to be a piece of plastic that says Xbox on it, and they're going to sell it to people, and they will be losing no money because they sell computers anyways.
I also I don't think this is something that's talked about enough, but I find it interesting and almost a step back in a way that with the Series X and S, if you want to expand your storage, you have to buy essentially a memory card.
Oh yeah, that is
Like
weird.
it's they call it like an SSD, what
They keep
because that's
making
what it
shit
is.
proprietary, and I
It's
don't like it.
literally it's literally a proprietary memory card. That's literally what it is. And
Yeah.
it's not the first time they did this because they did this with the 360. You could actually get like a little like 4 GB or 6 GB memory card for your 360, and people mostly would use those to like keep their profiles on there so they can use them in between systems. Dennis? Oh, Dennis blacked his screen out. I'm pretty sure his mom or something walked in.
Yep. My mom came in.
Don't let them score, Dennis.
But yeah, like they did that with 360, and it was basically used to transport your profile between consoles. That's
Oh
what most
yeah.
people use them for. But I'm like, why make a memory card? Like, we were perfectly fine with an external hard drive or
Well,
external
what's one thing that
SSD.
was cool about the 360 is you could use flash drives for like storage, which you can't
Right,
even do on the Xbox One, which I hate. But yeah, I don't know
right.
why they're being so weird about it. Probably because
He
people
used
use
a
it for
flash
hacking.
drive.
Huh?
But
Yeah,
I did.
you could use
yeah.
an external drive on it on the Series X, but you only can use it to move games um to your hard drive. You can't play off of the hard drive. You can't just have games installed on the hard drive and play off of it. It has to be on the
Damn.
actual console. And I don't know if it's because of the way that they built it the and how fast it is that it
Probably.
actually needs a drive fast enough and compatible with the system in order to run a game off of it, which would make sense. But instead, I just don't know why they chose to go the memory card route. I mean, I think part of it has to do with ease of use, so like it's easier to change them out, and it's just plug and play. But I mean, they're expensive too. Like I think
Oh no, what is Napoleon gonna do, man? He can't bring his hard drive to Andres' house anymore. Anthony.
let's see. Yeah, you're right.
Because he always brings his hard drive over.
The it's called a Seagate storage expansion card, but it's essentially a memory card. And for a on Best Buy right now,
Mm-hmm.
listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
For a 1 TB of storage, it's $219.
What?
220. It's $220. for a terabyte of storage. That's how much, or close to how much the actual Series S is, or how much Xbox One is, or One S is right now, probably. Like, that's how much I paid for my
That's
entire console for my
that's
One S was
fucking.
220.
That's how much the
220
That's
bucks.
just how much the SSD is or the memory card.
Well, it is an SSD, but
No, but I'm talking about the
calling the
internal
memory,
drive or the memory card. Is what I'm talking about.
the memory card.
Oh, fuck that.
For a 1 terabyte solid state drive expansion card for Series X/S, it's $219. In today's day and age of games, that is going to be taken up probably within like a week, depending on how many games you have. Like, I
Dude,
have a
I don't
lot of
know how
games.
this generation's gonna survive. Like,
And
how are we gonna work
moreover,
with like such short, small hard drives and
right,
massive fucking games? Like, you can only probably have 5 games on your console.
and exactly, and moreover, I don't know how that's going to work with the Series S, as it's all digital. So all your games are digital. And if games are reaching 50, 60, 70, 80, even almost 130 gigabytes of download, how are you going to fit a bunch of games on there on top of the updates that are going to happen regularly, and expansions and DLC and things like that, and game saves and profiles, and if you want, to have apps on there, and like, there's so much stuff that's on your console. I don't
Captures.
know. Captures, yeah, I don't know how that that could work. I mean, you're honestly better off using an external drive, moving games that you have that you don't play that much anymore onto that drive, and the games that you are currently playing keep on your main drive, and then if you want to move the other games
Ooh,
back,
you
you
almost had
can.
that these days.
Because like, it's what's even stupid is that it doesn't even matter now whether you play digitally or if you buy a physical copy, because
Mm-hmm.
you still have to install the whole game, whether you have a disc or not. One thing that
Yeah, I
I
hate that.
didn't realize I appreciated until I hooked my 360 back up and I've been playing on it is I don't have to wait for the game to install to play it. I literally just
Oh my.
drop the disc in and start playing. I really
Unless
miss
there's an
that.
update. I mean, usually there's an update, but it doesn't take that long. It's like
If it's an update, it's
it's
like a
never
megabyte.
it's never more. Yeah, it's never more than that, and it's like it's just so much faster.
I
Um,
mean, even PlayStation 3 had big updates and install stuff.
yeah, which is one of the reasons why people
Three
didn't like it.
360 was always really good at keeping that stuff low.
I hear some people say that the PS3 won that generation. I totally disagree.
The PS3 have.
People say that for a few reasons. One is because Sony owned Blu-ray. PS3's games were able to be put on Blu-rays, and that meaning they had bigger installs or a bit more, they had more storage, so like bigger games could fit on there. Sometimes with Xbox 360, when you had games that were pretty big, you would get 2 discs, and then you have your install disc, and then you'd have your game disc. Um, so people like that about PlayStation 3. They like that the online was free; you didn't have to pay for gold.
It's free, but you don't even get party chat. You have to pay if you want party chat, which is something a lot of people don't know
Really?
about. On 360, you just pay it and you get everything.
Um,
I think that 360
Place-
defined the generation a lot better in terms of like people always talk about how oh remember those Modern Warfare 2 lobbies and the Xbox Live party chats and all that. No one ever talks about the Sony party chats.
it's almost like things have flipped because
They did.
PlayStation, beginning with the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation Sony wanted it to be like a media device. It didn't want it not just a console, but like on PlayStation 2 it was advertised that you can watch movies on it. You can use it as a DVD player. On the PlayStation 3 layout, it was like you had so many different options. You had music, pictures, videos, and movies. All these different apps that you can have. You had access to the internet. You had access to different software and things like that. Actually, with the original model, like the original released model for the PlayStation 3, the fat one, but the first model version of the fat one, there's something on there called Other OS, and Sony actually had to, they, even though that they promoted that they were going to have this and it was going to be this big thing, they took other OS away because other OS basically allowed your console to launch into Linux, and then you can kind of use it as a
Really?
PC, and you can have like your own software on there. You can like play different games on there, things like that. And they took it away because people were getting past Sony's built-in like security essentially, and they were
Right.
modding
Of
them
course.
and,
Of
and
course.
breaking them and basically jailbreaking them and things like that. And Sony took it away. And actually, I looked into it. I was watching Scott the Waz, and
I actually was
apparently,
just thinking that's probably where you got that information from.
apparently, it caused this court case to happen because people were upset that Sony made like falsely advertised and promised this feature, and they took it away. With and I
But really, what they wanted was
was
they
to
wanted to win the case so they can mod the PS2
pretty
3s.
much. But there was a lot of reasons why people say PlayStation 1. I mean, it even ran a bit better than the Xbox with some games. Like, it was able to run games to look almost next gen for that time. Like, The Last of Us
Well,
looked great on there.
First party games looked really good, but a lot of the third party games, at least for the beginning part of the generation, were ass because
And here's
the
why.
PS3 was harder to develop games for. Significantly
Exactly.
harder to develop games for.
Exactly. That's where the downfall came. Xbox was so easy to develop games for, but PlayStation, it was so much harder. That's why it took so long for Last of Us to come out. Is because it took a lot. It was really hard. It's really hard to develop games on that platform. But for me, for nostalgic reasons, and for just the pure fact that I always wanted one, I never got one. Xbox won that generation for me because I just always liked the way Xbox played, or I just liked Xbox better. I liked the controller better.
Yeah.
I like online was a lot better. Literally, like you see all your friends, you could start a party all right there. Like the thing that kind of sucked about PlayStation 3 was that everything it was very convoluted. Like you had to like scroll through menus to figure out exactly what you wanted to do. If you wanted to change a setting, you had to scroll through all these different options that you didn't even know what they meant and try
Yeah.
to figure it out.
I still to this
Xbox,
day,
it's so
I still to this day do not know what the fuck PS3 online looks like or even how it even works.
right.
And one thing, really quick, one thing my friend told me, I didn't even know about this. Apparently, in the 360 days, you can download Netflix, and your friends can download it, and you could do like Netflix parties on your
Yeah.
360. People don't even know about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Obviously, it's not a thing anymore because it's like, you're kind of like, in a sense, I guess, pirated. I don't know if if everyone had to like log in or something, so maybe it was fair. But like, yeah, you could do that. You could literally just do like Netflix parties, like 10 years before that was even a thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
This one had built-in capture card.
Was that?
The Xbox. It would be cool, but this wouldn't happen. But if there was like a built-in capture card for
Well,
the Xbox One,
they
so you
kind of
could-
have that, but it's like in the sense where you can stream, then you can get captures and stuff. But yeah, it's not the same thing. It's not as good, and it's nowhere near as good as an Elgato. And
I
it's-
think that
yeah.
I would like them to keep what they already have, but allow for longer recordings. Like maybe
they might.
I-
With
I
the
don't know if it
storage,
has
it's
to-
probably not going to happen.
yeah, I mean that's fair. But I just think it would be really cool to be able to record longer, or like if you're going to stream, if there's a way to back up your stream so you can watch it over again.
One thing that's kind of sucks is that you can only record and shit in like 720p.
Well, I don't get it because with PlayStation you can do longer recordings. Like I've recorded a gameplay on. I think it's only like 30 minutes or something. I don't remember.
Can you have like in it though?
I don't really want to talk over them. That's why I'm kind of like typing in chat. If you're wondering. Fuck.
It's all okay.
That dude just came out of nowhere. What was that,
Earlier, I
Ezzayus?
could have swore. Earlier, I could have swore that someone had came in the VC or something.
No. Are you talking about when it was me and Leo earlier, like 3 hours ago?
No, I thought I heard someone. Or was that just Haley?
No, no one. We're in mods, so the only people that can join mods is Issa, Andres, and like Chris, and that's it. And none of them joined. Oh, Andres is probably asleep right now because he has school tomorrow.
Yeah.
Napoleons. Right
Oh
now.
hell yeah! I have 2,100 channel points.
Really?
I can add my
That's
own
cute.
command.
I mean, what kind of command are you gonna fucking? I mean, nobody's
I'm
used
gonna
that
make a
command.
command. I'm gonna make a command where you have to sub to me every time I click it. You
What?
have to like if I click it, you have to sub to me, and then click it again, you have to sub for another month, and then you have to keep doing that.
I don't think
Making
that's
you spend-
possible.
Yeah, you can extend your sub to an extra month if you
Oh
want.
no 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 no. Well, that yeah, but you don't have to. There's no way you could force me to click on it. You could.
No, I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna force you to. I'm not gonna force you to click on it. But if I make that command, it's gonna be like you have to sub to me. So you're gonna have to do it because I made the command. I spent the channel points. You have to do it.
It's you can't just do that.
I just did.
Fucker. No, you did not.
Uh,
I don't even know why I have that one, cause like, what kind of command would somebody even fucking make, anyways?
I don't understand
It's
why
like
on the
Fortnite.
Twitch app you have to have sub points to be able to sub to someone.
Oh, here's what you want to do. I have this handy dandy thing. I think I gave it to you. I have a command where if you click that link, it takes you to desktop Twitch. If you're on your phone, and then you could sub for the same price. Oh, yeah, man. I'm sorry, man. To be honest, it happened. I beat it in like 2.5 hours. That was what the beginning part of the stream was.
Hello.
Yeah.
Why did he mute?
Because I'm talking to chat, and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh.
If I ever do that, that's why. What did I think?
What up, Venn? Venn diagram?
Shut the fuck up. No, but the game was fucking hard. That was a hard as shit game. I don't know if you were here for the last two streams, Vin, but like, I raged like supremely fucking hard at Jack 2.
How
Oh,
long
that's
was
weird.
Callan on the Discord?
He was on Discord for like, fuck, probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour. After you left? Probably like 30 minutes. I told him all of like the jokes that have happened in the Discord. Like, you know what I mean? Like the fair He died laughing. He hasn't
If you guys
laughed.
want to, if chat wants to know what we're talking
No.
about, you have to sub to the Patreon.
I don't have a Patreon,
You-
so fuck you.
You're gonna get my Patreon deleted.
You're gonna get my... How does it go? He's like,
You guys are so into yourselves.
you guys are so into yourselves. You're like, you guys are so committed to censoring innocent people that you guys are gonna go ahead and get my Patreon deleted now. That's one of my favorite rants of all time. Dude, there were some levels where I was like, I was about to rage quit the fucking game and turn off the stream. What?
You can't even hear yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing that on purpose.
Oh.
It's because I don't
Oh,
want to
someone's
like,
walking.
because I don't interrupt you or something.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay. Because I mean, I've already kind of talked about Jack 2 with you before.
done with Rocket League.
All right, yeah, that's fair. You were when we first started, you were like, I don't want to play Rocket League, and I'm like, we've been playing it for like an hour after that. Do you want to play something, Anthony?
I'm playing Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare right now, so
Ooh.
I'm just trying to play through it. So,
All
you
right.
want to know something funny?
What?
So, I had first started this game yesterday, and I'm playing it, and all of a sudden this glitch happens,
Mm-hmm.
where I don't know if you ever played Undead Nightmare.
I did.
Basically,
I think I
okay,
finished it.
so there's a mechanic in the game where when you go into a new town, it's probably going to be under attack by zombies, and so
Right.
you have to clear out the town of the zombies, and then once you clear out the town, and you talk to the people, the survivors, then you get a safe house there, and you can like save your game, change your clothes there,
Mm-hmm.
and so I go to this town, and I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, nobody had heads. Like it was, I couldn't tell. I thought at first I thought it was just zombies that didn't have heads that were running around, so I'm killing everyone. Then I realized I'm killing survivors. They just didn't have heads, so I'm like, I don't remember this. So I go on Google and I look up, headless people in Red Dead Redemption
Shit.
Undead Nightmare, and I find out that it's actually a glitch, and it happened during their last update, which was in 2014. They did a patch,
Really?
and it causes this glitch. But that was the last update right before they moved on to other stuff. Like they stopped caring about the game. So Rockstar never went in and fixed it. They just said fuck it and left it.
Oh my
So
god.
I had to like get myself killed, reload the game from the last checkpoint, and since then I haven't had the issue. But it's really funny because everyone's running around with no heads, and it's I can manage playing the game with it like that, but it's really distracting. But also the game bugged out, and I cleared all the zombies, but it wouldn't move past because like basically it's like a heavy, intense music plays, and it shows you like the town's safety meter. Once you kill all the zombies, all that goes away, but that wouldn't go away, and there were no other zombies to kill. Like I looked through the town so many times, so, but yeah, I thought and there's no real fix for it either, so that's fun.
That sucks.
But
I am sorry.
I wanted to go back and play it, so I'm playing it, and it's pretty fun. I bought the physical copy. Actually found it for like $15 on eBay, a sealed copy, and I opened it up, and it's the one that it released right when Xbox One came out, so it's for Xbox One and 360, but it's only one disc. But within it comes everything. I have the booklet and the poster that came with the game. So.
Oh yeah,
like
are you talking about the Game of the Year edition? Because I have like a similar thing as well. It came.
It's not the Game of the Year edition, but Rockstar games usually come with a poster for the game.
Yeah, I think I have one.
I used to have the poster for the old copy that I had it on PS3, but I got this one for 360 because I just really like 360, and I want to have more games for my collection. And I'm using my PlayStation 3 right now as a not just as the PlayStation 3, but I'm using it as a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 as well, because I modded it so I can like basically take PlayStation 2 games, put the disc in, and with my console dump the ISO onto the console, so I won't need the disc. So I can just play straight off of the console, which I think is cool.
Dude, dude, Red Dead 1 is actually probably my favorite Rockstar game, right next to Bully.
Red Dead 1?
Yeah,
Did you ever play Red Dead Revolver, which is technically?
Yeah, it's a prequel. I never played it. It was on the PS2. I think that was before Rockstar owned it.
So is Red Dead Redemption 2, does that take place before or after Red Dead Revolver?
I don't know. I know Red Dead 2 takes place in 1899. I'm pretty sure.
You know what game I know of, but I never played?
What?
Black.
What's that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
what?
Let's type in Black Xbox or Black Game Xbox.
Oh,
and you'll see like
this?
yeah,
Oh.
I never played it, but I always see it everywhere. I see it in game stores. I see it on Game Pass. Like, what the fuck is black?
Well, it's a shooter, but isn't it like a Call it? This is like an old game. This is like original Xbox.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does it? Oh, because black is in the name. Black Ops. Are you going in? Wait.
Might not stay on there for long because
If you
I
want to
don't know if
go
my friend's
there,
gonna get
yeah.
on.
If you want to go there, go there.
I'm just. Are you gonna come?
Yeah, sure. I'll go on.
Go where?
Yeah. Well,
To
actually,
Napoleon.
he's streaming it.
Wait, is he really? Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
he's been
minute.
streaming all day.
Oh, that's right. He's been streaming Fallout. Wait.
I thought he was preparing for fucking. Why did I say it like that? I thought he was preparing for fucking.
Just want to get rid of this thing. Not gonna.
Battlefield.
I probably should. Here. Fuck you.
Oh, I don't know if his mic's on, so.
No, it's okay. I'll have it muted.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Oh no, I was like, what if he says something bad? It's like fucking.
I always confuse them. Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Revolver. I think it was Red Dead Redemption, the one I played, Red 2.
Yeah, most people have played Red Dead Redemption, because that's what like.
That was the
made
first
it
one
really...
I played.
Yeah, because it's kind of like Fallout 3 to the Fallout games. Like, that's the game that kind of popularized it, and everyone, all the new fans came in. Oh yeah, Red Dead Revolver. That's what I was gonna look up. Because I've seen gameplay of it before. They have it on PlayStation 4? What? Wait, really? It got like re-released? Huh. Set in the
Watching
night.
Napoleon talk to himself is really funny because he can't even hear the other people, so he's just.
It's so funny watching Napoleon stream because it's literally just exactly. It's literally just him talking to his Xbox buddies. But I don't think he has. I think there's a setting where you can turn it on so that way we can hear them as well. But I think he does that on purpose.
Oh yeah, because they're not gonna filter himself.
Oh hell no,
themselves
they're
for
not
him.
gonna filter themselves.
And he's barely filtering himself. He just doesn't really give a fuck. Well, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna lose his Twitch account or is he gonna use his Xbox account?
His Twitch account. What do you mean?
Like if he were to say something bad enough to get banned, would he get banned on his Xbox account from streaming off of his Xbox?
I don't. That's a good question, actually. I never thought about that.
If you get reported in game, maybe you could get reported on just.
I don't think
regular Xbox.
I don't think you get banned on Twitch unless somebody actually reports you doing it. Actually, from what I've heard, if somebody reports you and then you delete the VOD, Twitch still has a version of the VOD that exists even after you delete it. But if you delete the VOD and then somebody reports it, then nothing happens. I think that's how it works.
Wait, if you delete the VOD and then someone reports it, then you get in trouble?
If somebody reports it and then you delete it, Twitch still has like a copy of it. I
wonder if they have a copy.
So like, because what you can do with reporting, I don't know if you know this, is you can post a clip, or you can link a VOD as like the evidence. But if somebody deletes the evidence before they report it, they have nothing to link. So you're just doing a evidenceless, a baseless report essentially. So they don't know what to look. They don't know what to look at, and because there's no latest VOD because it's deleted, they can't see what's malicious or whatever.
That could be a good way to save VODs for free. Let them use up all their storage. You should look through this. He says something bad. It's in there. Keep looking.
Hmm?
Just keep sending them.
Do you read chat? I love just saying random shit in his chat because he never reads it.
What did he say?
Oh, I gotta log in a chat. Oh wait, no. I can just do this. Hold up.
Why aren't you logged in?
Cause
Oh,
I'm
you're
on
in
I'm on a private tab. I always go on a private tab. The slums one where the KG keep coming. You have to. Oh, Ven, that mission. My friend told me it's the hardest one in the game. I hate that mission. Piss. I mean, it's a really fucking hard mission, but unlike other missions, it's not very long, so checkpoints aren't really a problem, which is I guess the thing that's nice about it. Wait, he didn't get Mira. Although I think he's playing offense, so I don't think it matters.
Called him a
Is that a
cuck.
lead skin for Maverick, or am I seeing shit?
Dennis,
Yeah.
you called him a cuck?
Yeah, that's what I always do. I always go into his chat as soon as he streams. I just call him a cuck
Isn't
or a
that one of
cunt.
the bannable words on Twitch?
I thought you told me it wasn't. There's no way they'd ban that word. Because, like, sure, it's offensive,
You're a
but it's...
cuckazoid.
But it's not a word that's, like... It's a word that's so commonly used. There would literally be hell to pay if they fucking banned it.
Word simp is bad. I think it's just bad to
That word is
quote
actually
unquote
very...
bully someone.
Yeah,
Huh?
that word is very contextual. That's the one word where they were like, we'll actually give people some context for once, except for other words, because other words is like, there's literally you could be playing a game and if somebody says it in the game chat, it doesn't matter. You're fucked, which is stupid.
You fucking suck at this game. We should stop streaming it.
What, Napoleon?
We can literally type in chat for hours and every day and he'll just like never see it.
He will never know. I remember one time I told him that me and Ezzayus had an entire conversation in his chat while he was streaming, and he's like, "Wait, what?" It was so funny.
We should have all of our conversations there because no one's gonna fucking
That's
see
what they
it
all
ever.
say. Biohazard container has been located. Until you realize Todd Howard quite literally has sold. It's funny you say that. When you, I don't know if you've considered the fact that Todd Howard may or may not have actually sold Skyrim to Microsoft.
Still streaming, Dennis?
Yeah. Fuck. I can't type it here. That's right. Keep forgetting.
I saw a gigantic.
I just like. There's just something funny about watching him stream.
It said Microsoft purchased Bethesda for 2.6 billion
It's like.
or whatever. And
It's like he talks about the same things with his Xbox friends that he does with us.
And it says
But I wonder if they like react the same way. Like we just sort of like listen to him. But I wonder if they're like, no, Napoleon, I want to say something.
I have a clip of him just like ranting about Andreas.
It said.
Wait, really?
It was really funny.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
I'll send it to me. I want to see that.
Whatever the hell it was. And it's like that includes they purchased.
I remember my favorite Twitch clip of him was like,
that would
What was it? You're like, can you fucking not, please? Which one was it? Oh, this one. I love this clip.
That better not be an empty space.
He gets so pissed when he plays Halo. I love it.
Can you fucking not, please?
He's just shooting at
Oh,
nothing.
you fucking cut your goddamn invisibility. Fuck you. Just fucking die.
The painful
Oh
stream.
my god, I hate. Do that.
Is there any like bannable things in that or no?
I don't think so.
Alright. Wait, hold on. I know how to open this in a open link, and yeah, there we go.
Well, what would happen? Would the key stay with you or with me? Because what if it needs to be moved for whatever reason?
I'll tell you what.
Andreas, why would you have more than? Why would you even have another car? You already have a Miata and a Camaro that barely fucking runs. Why don't you focus? What?
That's it. I like how when he's flying in Battlefield, it's like so fucking loud you can't even hear his voice.
I don't know. I just feel like it's funny out of context because like before, like there was like zero viewers on Napoleon's stream, so it's just like there.
True.
You know what I mean? And like I feel like if anyone walked in and is like, why is this guy talking to himself?
This guy is a really good commentator. Oh,
he is, honestly.
He's better than me, to be honest.
He doesn't get stiff at all. He just does the same shit.
It's because he
always
just
does.
says what's on his mind. But like, I just don't do that because I'd feel insecure as fuck if I said everything that was on my mind. But he just does it.
I lose all my ideas when I'm being recorded.
Yeah, I get really nervous when I'm like streaming or whatever.
I know what I'm gonna
Like,
do. Be right back.
there's definitely things where I'm like, oh, I should do this, I should do that, and then as soon as I'm like streaming, it's like, I just don't, and it's just kind of awkward. And then there's like a lot of dead air. And honestly, like when I don't have people chatting or if there's no one chatting, I don't really feel like I should even be talking because like, is it really worth commentating? I mean, it makes for a better VOD, but like no one really watches VODs.
Yeah.
Anthony, you still there?
Yep.
Wait, is he switching to Ori in the Blind Forest? I think he is. Why the fuck is he playing Ori?
There's a clip, a really good clip I have to show you.
Of what?
I think you missed it. It was. I'm just gonna show it to you when I'm not gonna say anything.
Why? Wait, did you?
Just trust me.
Alright. Is it one of those off-stream kind of things?
It was a clip from Shoke, but don't. It
Oh,
doesn't have anything
really?
bad. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Damn, now I'm curious. Why was it such a long loading screen for like a 2D game? Unless he's not playing that game. Oh my god, sign up to experience the best of Krivix. There's something about that that's just so funny to me. Does he even have his mic on? Wow, he is playing it. I thought he already beat it. Wait, so is he in his server right now? No, he's not. I guess I'll just end it then, because there's really not a point in going on. Because I mean, if Anthony and I aren't gonna play a game together, then I know you and Ezzayus want to talk about other stuff off stream.
I'm editing the clip.
You're what? You're editing it?
Yeah.
You totally talk to the void. Dude, for me it's just hard. I just feel awkward if like I guess it's just I'm not like I wouldn't say extroverted, like I wouldn't really call myself an introvert either. I guess
Oh
yeah,
my
I'm
God,
technically still streaming.
I was about to say something really bad. I was like, you know what I call you? But then I was like, oh, wait, I should probably make sure. That would have been horrible.
You would have pulled an Andreas. With that you now stream. Ah. Oh my God. That's the clip.
So, yeah, were you gonna play a game with Anthony or something?
No, he's playing Red Dead, so I'm not gonna force him to swap. And besides, it's already at like 11. Oh my God, it's 11:30. Holy shit. Like reference points for success. Oh, right now? I thought it was an off stream.
Yeah. Actually, watch out for the chat, because the chat replay and
Why?
the clips does have words. Because it's jokes.
Yeah, but nothing like. I don't care about like. Unless it's okay. Is it bannable or is it like? Because I think I know what you're talking about.
It's just people saying stuff in chat.
Just DM me what the type of stuff they would say. Because like I don't really if it's something Shoke's acceptable with, it's probably fine.
He says the N-word.
Yes, but he's black. So I mean it's different.
Does he have to like? I wonder if Shokyo like had to like.
I mean he's pushed the limit, man.
He probably had to like give Twitch some legal verification that he is actually black.
No, but you can. It's possible to get banned anyways.
I don't. Well, he said hard R, which I mean, like, that's banned. But like,
I don't think he would. I don't think he would get reported. I think Etika had a lot more viewers, and he had it in his title stream actually. So that's
well, yeah, because you're not allowed to put stuff like that in your title, but there's a difference between putting it in your title and saying it on stream. There's different rules for that. Oh, you're in oh yeah, that's right. You're in West Coast, Van. I forgot. No, but
I thought Van was just a random that joined today. I didn't know you knew this.
No, I met Van like the first time I streamed Jack 2. He's a cool dude. Super chill. What was I gonna say? No, but like there's been times where he's literally said it like on multiple occasions. I can think of like 5 separate occasions where he said it. And it's like, I think that's the reason he hasn't gotten partnered yet.
I think it's because of the chat, to be honest.
I'm just gonna show it, dude. It's fine.
Right. Listen carefully to the clip, because Joe's talking over the video.
All right. Fucking Nippy is AFK because like he's not even. He doesn't even push the A button. He must be eating or something.
I don't get it.
Brand new title from Square Enix Japan.
Please, something to make me lift my seat up, dude. I've leaned my seat all the way back as far as it can go.
Is this from the Square conference?
No Fremont links equals no buy for me. Oh, Team Ninja.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
Did you hear it?
What?
You didn't hear it?
What part?
Rewind. Listen carefully to the guy in the game speaking.
I don't get it.
Brand new title from Square Enix Japan.
Please, something to make me lift my seat up, dude. I've leaned my seat all the way back as far as it can go.
kill chaos.
No frame 1 links equals no buy for you. Oh, Team Ninja.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
No, I heard them. Yeah, I'm here to kill chaos.
Yeah, the thing is, in that trailer, he literally said it like 5 times. He's like, "I'm here to kill chaos. Hey, I'm here to kill chaos." Like, he said it like literally like 5 times over and over, and that was like the main line he just said, and it was completely out of place.
Oh, basically, Vin, this streamer right here, we were just talking about. He said the N word like on his stream before. That's kind of it.
Right, it's because there's this guy with the username named Chaos, and we always bully him. So.
Oh yeah, people always bully Chaos because he's really. Well, I mean, it's weird though, because like, yeah, he's really into anime, so he's quote unquote weeby. But like everybody in that community likes anime, but I guess not to the extent that he does.
That's the type of anime he watches.
That is true. He likes a lot of anime that a lot of people don't like.
Is Napoleon still on VC with his friends?
You mean on Xbox chat? I think he's AFK actually.
If he's down, are you guys gonna switch over?
I mean, sure. But I think he's probably doing something. That kind of makes me want to watch Shokyo clips now. Like in the meantime.
I don't know why you're streaming. We're not doing anything.
That's fine. We got one viewer. He's enjoying it, I think. I hope. I kind of like having these like chill segments at the end of streams though. I kind of wish I could do it more often, but usually by the time I
Cut off.
just yeah, I'll say something.
Napoleon said it in a few. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over there. I mean, you technically could still stream.
No, I'm not gonna stream in his Discord. Hell no. That's kind of the agreement that we had, is that he acknowledged it himself. It's like it's probably not the best place to stream because of how his friends are. Fuck. What was I gonna say to you? Can't remember.
Chill segments, something.
Oh yeah, like do you remember that stream? It was the stream I got affiliate. That's one of my that's my favorite stream I've ever done, and I love the segment where it's like, it's me, you, Anthony, Haley, and Issa in the VC, and then we're talking, and then it's Dom in the chat. That was
the day I hated that day.
You hated that day because the Fortnite thing.
Remember? Yes, yes. My only chance to play Fortnite, and it got fucking ruined.
Yeah. Well, it's because their internet, right?
That, and don't you remember what happened with
Yes, with Napoleon, but I mean that never happened on my stream though, because it only appeared on Anthony's stream. But that was, but even still though, that stream was kind of a disaster. Here, let me pull it up because I actually want to show the first 10 seconds of that stream. Because like the first 10 seconds, it started off in complete disaster. And then it just became like my best fucking stream. Like it was just so funny. Where is it? Highlights?
Okay, I just read your comment in the chat, and it's out of context. That sounds kind of fucked up. You said, "Yeah, he's African American," but we're talking about how it's probably why he's not partnered yet.
Well, it is. It's probably not why. It's probably why he's not partnered.
Because he's black.
No, no. Okay, in case you guys didn't know, Ven is black.
What I'm saying is that out of context, it sounds messed up because it sounds like you're saying he's probably not partnered yet because he's black.
No, I'm saying he's. I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Outside of the context.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
That's what it seems like you were saying.
Well,
That's why I
okay.
say it looks
What I'm
really
saying is
messed up.
that because he's like, because Twitch is about like, you know, wholesomeness.
You
They're
don't think
probably not acceptable with that. Even though like, you know, outside of Twitch, it's more acceptable. But like, yeah. That's I actually
right now,
dude, I honestly I did not piece that together until you said it. Like it was like a gap in my mind. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like what I said makes perfect sense. And then you're like, no, it doesn't. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, it does. I'm like, what?
Guess who's streaming right now?
Who? Shok?
No.
Who?
You know.
Amaranth?
Oh yeah. Your girl.
Fuck up. Okay, you know, okay, good. I was like, I reread your comment. I'm like, maybe you're confused. I was like, oh, I hope you're not confused.
I don't even follow her. She's my recommended.
Oh yeah, because she's like I think she's the second highest female streamer, like right below.
Highest or hottest?
Highest, with a G and an H. And then I think she's right below Pokemon. I think Pokemon's number 1, and then she's second place, I think, in terms of followers.
Is that your tier list? Wow.
No, I'm talking about the follower count. Ezzayus. Thanks for trying to be considerate. I'll be honest, I did not. I'm so glad you're here, Anthony, because like because when I reread this, and I'm like, you know, that actually does sound really bad, but it. Fuck, what stream was it? Oh my god, I need to find the stream.
It was the silent stream.
Oh, this one.
I love how Napoleon always names it like the silent stream or the painful stream, and then his server is the
unfiltered, whatever the fuck.
The unfiltered server.
This was my favorite stream, and literally within less than 10 seconds, there's already a problem.
Yeah, click the button.
YouTubers fighting for because of fighting against censorship.
There was a
Napoleon
fucking
fighting for censorship for a whole nother reason.
Literally, there was an update for fucking COD. There was an update for COD, like, within the first 10 seconds. I didn't even know about it. So then I had to play Halo 5 with Napoleon in the meat.
Oh, I remember that.
This is my favorite stream. Everything about it was so funny. And the part with Arsh, when Arsh comes in, and then he's like...
It's a beautiful game.
Halo 5?
Yeah.
It is a good looking game. Like,
wait, how are you playing Halo 5 on PlayStation 4? I'm confused.
I'm not.
No.
Oh.
I swapped over to Xbox.
Oh, it seems like it.
But I remember, fuck, what was I gonna say? This is back when my bitrate was lower, so my resolution looks like trash, which is a shame, because I wish I would have known that back then. Like, even though it says 1080 60, like, it's still really blurry. I don't know if it's because of my internet right now, or if it's because back then I used to stream at a lower bitrate.
It's because the bitrate. So it's still outputting as 1080 60, because if you stop moving, it won't be blurry and it'll be fine. But it's also because you're playing a more fast-paced game like an FPS.
And it's online.
And it's online, so but specifically with games like first-person shooters or any games where you're doing a lot of movement, it's going to look like that because your bitrate. Like it looked like that when you did your initial Bloodborne streams. it looked so bad. It was really
Yeah,
blurry.
I remember going back and watching them and be like, wow, this actually looks really blurry, which is
Because and I told you that, and I told you should fix your bitrate. I remember because there were times
did
where I
I?
would
Did
watch it.
you?
It would, yeah.
I
Because I
re-
remember there were times where I would watch it and it would be almost unwatchable only because like of how blurry it would get.
Is it blurry like that in the VOD or on the stream as well?
I don't know. It
Because
was
I
on the
don't
stream.
really.
It looks like that on the stream. Yeah.
I know it doesn't look like this is. I know like it's not normally this blurry. I think it's just because of the internet. But like,
But with Blindborn, it was really bad on the
yeah,
stream
it
because
was.
I remember because like there are certain things I couldn't even see it. Like you were doing something I didn't even know what you were doing. But it's just because your bitrate, but it's fun. Your streams have been better. So
What about Halo
plus
5?
what helps is
Mhm.
it's cropped. So it's you have it cropped into the layout of your stream.
Oh yeah, that
overlay.
actually does make it look
So
better.
So it makes it look better because you're seeing it
So,
smaller. So of course the
one
pixels are condensed.
one thing I actually do need to that I've been kind of meaning to ask you. So I have my Elgato settings. I have the quality meter set to lower, not lower, but like I used to be at max, and then I kind of set it to the middle, or like closer to the middle,
Why?
because I would get this weird thing where it would say it's running at 58 frames, or whatever, and because of that the sound was weird. So then I lowered the quality to fix the frame rate because that's what it said to do on like their website. But like I'm wondering like how much of a quality difference does that make?
I don't think it makes a big quality difference because like I can look right now. If you it goes good, better, and then best, and all it is not a huge jump in quality.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I think you're fine because like right now mine is set all the way up to best and I'm running at 5994, so about 60 frames per second. And I have my profile set to HD 1080, and then I have the box checked for allow 60 FPS. So because you can make it to where it can't, and then I also have it set for allow 60 FPS for video preview. So I don't know, but yeah, you shouldn't. You're not really sacrificing much quality as long as you don't go all the way down. You should be fine.
Yeah. Oh my god, the Among Us. Fucking Among Us portion.
I'm gonna be right back after these messages.
Is sprinting a thing post the original trilogy? Also, what's the deal with the sword? Is it back to normal like in Halo 1? Oh, like the sword right there? I think it... Who just sent me a message? What the fuck? What is it? Oh yeah, sprinting... I'm pretty sure sprinting is in every Halo after they added it in Reach. And I know in 4 they make it so you don't have to use it as a power-up. And that's kind of the standard. In 5, you don't have to use it as a power-up. It's like just everyone can sprint. And I'm assuming that's how it's going to work in Infinite. I think the sword just does look like that, yeah. I wonder if that's like a skin or something. I don't know. I don't think I've seen a blue energy sword in Halo 5. If it was Warframe, I wouldn't be able to be friends with you. I can't believe you said that.
They were friends?
I guess it is blue.
Warframe is like drug addiction. Once you're
Oh, should I
once
actually
you
click
start,
on
you can't
Bloodborne
stop.
for some reason? Wait, what?
Yeah, because you really want
I guess it does look blue. Maybe it's just a skin.
I don't have a disc.
Wait, why did I have Bloodborne open? You guys still there? Oh, Anthony's muted.
Installing?
What's that?
My earbud died.
Oh, that's fine. You need to get some wired headphones.
Have some.
You look
I
Fortnite.
think I'll be in your stream and Napoleon's stream back and forth until you're ready to go to his server.
Alright. He's finally streaming Oranges. What fucking took him so long? How long has he been streaming? There's actually no way to... I think the only way to tell is to look at the broadcast. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. Wait, it's only been 2 hours? Really? Wait, that can't be right. We're waiting on...
Dennis is cheap. He's gonna take forever. Just start. If you can just exit.
I don't know, he's been streaming... He's been streaming for like 4 hours. As far as gameplay, how do you use the sword? In the first one, I think if I remember... Oh, like, I think it has limited charge, like the gravity hammer does. Like, you can only swing it a certain amount of times, and then it depletes, and then you can't use it anymore. The other way it works, I'm pretty sure it works like this in 5, is if your reticle is on an opponent, and it turns red, meaning you're close enough to them, you can do the lunge attack, and it does the lunge animation. Can you do the dash move to kill? Yeah. I just think Fortnite would have good commentary. Really, Ezzayus. I don't know about that. I think that you're trying to get me to play the game.
Okay, I got one down.
You
guys... I'm gonna put a bandage on real quick.
I like Bad for House.
Did we only do like 2 or 3 rounds? Oh shit. Oh shit, my phone's at 7%.
Look behind me. Thank you. Wait, is friendly fire on or something?
No, I don't think Fortnite ever has friendly fire. Oh, great, that does play. Typical injuries. Is friendly fire on? Ah, what do you mean? I said it probably wouldn't have good commentary. Here, I'll give you the materials. I mean, I just don't play Fortnite anymore. Wait, you can't drop gold?
Not on this controller.
No, trust me, you're still the better player.
Wait, where are we going? Wait, he's better than me?
It's on. God, this quality's so bad.
All this walking.
You know, it's the content that matters. Jeezy days, you're like the same back then as you are now. Sucks dick. Yeah. This game is absolute piss. Wait, what? That's always been why? What do you mean? Fuck. I ended you earlier.
662.
666.
No,
924.
I know.
5662. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me be funny for the 666. That'd be awesome.
No.
Hey, you should have got a friend request from some.
Where was that? Oh man, I kind of want to watch that one clip. This game is piss. Alright, you know what? I'm just here. Unless I guess I'll just get off at 12, which is in like 7 minutes. I might as well just like stretch it out, milk the content.
There is no.
There is no content? There's content.
Why is this game so fucking hard to play?
I want to watch this clip because this is my favorite clip of all time from my streams.
I really hate Call of Duty. Like, why is this game so
Can you stream
fucking
it to
hard
me on Discord?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
You've seen this one.
I really hate Call of Duty.
Actually, wait.
Why
Is
this
it
game
loud
so
enough?
fucking hard to play with my friends?
It just says not everyone in your party has required content to play.
Oh, I don't have crossplay enabled.
You.
Oh, well, that's
I
why.
fucking hate you.
Oh, that changes everything.
Oh my god, Dennis is fucking losing his mind.
That
Wait.
changes everything. Wow, it's a whole new world.
So in case you didn't know,
Play it again. Play it again.
play it again. Okay. It's, you know what it is. It's the crossplay enabled
Why is
one.
this game so fucking hard to
says not everyone in your party has a hard time.
Hey, in case you can't hear that,
I don't have
hmm?
crossplay enabled.
In case you can't hear this, it's basically him saying, "Why is this game so hard to play with my friends? I really hate how it works." And then my other friend is like, "Oh, it says here you don't have crossplay enabled, or like you need crossplay to make the game work." And he's like, "Oh, I don't have crossplay on," and it's like we're all mad at him. And I go ballistic. I hate you.
Oh, that's changes everything.
Because that was after like 30 minutes of trying to get into a game and nothing was working. So like that was like the final nail in the coffin.
Alright, then.
I'm so glad that you joined the server.
Thank you, sir. Fuck. Hey, Dennis, you let me, bro.
Hold on.
I can't believe that shit was turned off. Fuck. I guess I was scared of the PC people.
The PC people.
That was pretty
I'm trying to think of a really good clip that we don't see often. Have you tried putting it in rice? You're gonna lose viewers. I actually really like this one. Okay, well in the meantime, I guess I could play Bloodborne. Nobody liked Bloodborne, man. Everyone did like that game.
Shit.
I didn't hate.
I get it. It's not everyone's game. I know.
No, I didn't hate Bloodborne. I actually liked Bloodborne. It's just it's a long fucking game. It's a lot.
Yeah, I feel like back then I should have diversified a bit more. But the reason why is because like I really wanted to play it, and the only time I could play it was 3 times a week to stream it. So it's kind of like that's kind of why it was the only game I would stream. Like even now I kind of did when it came to the Jack and Daxter games, I kind of did like play only those games for a while.
And that's fine. Many big streamers they will fixate on a game and they'll just play the same game over and over again. Like, but the people that there aren't there for the game; they're there for the streamer. So you have to keep that in mind that people aren't necessarily there for what you're playing. They're there to watch you play it. So it doesn't really matter what you're playing.
That is true. Oh my god, Ezzayus loves this clip.
The one to the other movie.
Why is the quality so bad, God? He kept hitting me, and I just kept taking it. Wait, hold on. I wanna increase the quality, because there's this one face I make that's so funny. No, yeah, I look at the camera like that. Because I'm just like, why are we still here?
That's how it like it goes down.
It's like, this is why I hate Smash. What was the other one you made, or that I made of us playing? Because I know I did another one.
Right.
It's funny because
Oh, if I go past 7 days, no, past
it's
30
funny
days.
because you were just sitting there looking at the camera like, look at this kid trying to beat me.
It's not even
It did beat him.
I don't. Did you? I think you did. Oh, this is when it was like I did that 12-hour stream and it was super late at night, and I was like talking like I was delusional, like it was like I was delirious.
You did a 12-hour stream? I forgot about that.
Oh wait, no, I gotta replay this. He spikes me, and I'm so mad. I am like, Mario is not cool.
Oh, calm down, Dave Chappelle.
Mario is not cool. Fuck Mario
I
and
love how
Zelda.
you get mad, but you can't be loud, so you quietly yell.
Dude,
You yell in the lowercase.
that whole stream was literally like the whole Smash portion of that stream was me going like this. Ezzayus, you're gonna fucking suck my dick. I fucking hate you, Ezzayus. Fucking always pick Mario. Fuck you, Ezzayus. That's how it was. Cause I could.
You yell. You
'Cause
lowercase yell.
I do lowercase yell. Like I couldn't be loud, so I had to. Oh wait, have you seen this clip, Anthony?
What the fuck is that? So freaking good. Then I got freaking Tom. I was doing so freaking good. Then I got freaking Tom freaking hot.
Damn it. Yeah, you killed me, and then I sniped you. That was like too fucking hilarious. And then I got this dude, and then immediately I lost it all. I can't believe I landed that. No, you fucking. Oh my god, no, no. Yes. Did you get Thomas Smoshed? Yeah. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
You know what's funny?
What?
Back when you didn't cuss, you always said it's because you didn't want it to become something that was repetitive and you accidentally slip up.
Yeah, look,
And
where
now
did
you
that
cuss
go?
So, now you cuss so fucking much. It's so funny because you like rage when you rage in a game. You like start cussing out everybody like, you fucking bitch, fuck you. You call all of us a bitch.
Yeah.
But I just remember that day when you cussed for the first time in front of me and you beat me in Smash, knowing you were gonna beat me. And you said,
I beat you in the
"Fuck
stupid.
you."
I was like, fuck you.
And fucking Andreas was recording. I was like, it was like a big moment. I was just so surprised.
Yeah, I told Andres about it, that I was gonna do it. And he was like, really? And I'm like, yeah.
Made it sound like you were gonna propose to me.
Can't miss that shit. What? Okay. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I bet you, when you watch
Alrighty,
the first part of the stream, you're probably like, go charge your phone. The entire time.
What game is this?
Jack 1. Like over and over. I was explaining to my friend Leo.
Oh, go ahead.
I was explaining to my friend Leo that it's probably gonna be boring for you to watch me play this game because I'm gonna die a lot, and it's probably gonna be frustrating for you because you're an expert. And then as soon as I said that, I died. I mean, I bet you, when you watch the first part of the stream,
remember that
you're
store I
probably,
keep
like,
telling you
face
about
palming
that I
the
keep
entire
going
time,
to?
'cause I just kept
To get
dying
games from the cave.
over and over.
So I went there today and they had a fat PS2, like the fat one,
But
with
to be fair,
the
in
component
that part, like,
cables,
I wasn't really, I was,
power
like, happy.
cable, and a controller for $20. Power cable and a controller, and I bought it.
Really? For the Xbox?
No, a PlayStation. What?
For the sorry, I missed that. I missed that one crucial line.
It was the fat PlayStation 2 and it came with all the cables and everything, and I bought it.
Mhm.
And so I took it home to take it apart to clean it out, and then I also needed to clean the lens because it powered on and everything, but it was having a hard time reading discs, and I think it's just it's really dusty, so I think the lens is just dirty, or the laser. But I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you use to use your PlayStation 2 with your Elgato? Do you have an adapter?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Here, I can show you. I have this like HDMI. No, it's.
And so does it just like plug into the component cable slot on the PlayStation 2?
So okay, so you take. Here's the one I have. It's this one, and basically what you do is you take your cables that you plug into your PS2. You plug the composite or whatever they're called, RCA, AV, all that stuff. You plug them into here, and then this part's HDMI. You take that, you plug it into here, and then you plug that into your
Router.
yes, but with my setup it's different. I made this really crude drawing yesterday of like my entire setup. I'm gonna
That's
try
what
to
I figured I would do. I would probably just get one of those. Yeah.
and it was so poorly drawn, but it was fucking hilarious.
Is that were you using your PlayStation 2 to stream Jack?
No, I have it on PS3.
Oh.
Where the fuck do I have that picture? Can I sort by?
What's up with PlayStation games and them being like Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank? Like.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't know. Like they're. Why is there a Jack and Daxter and a Ratchet and Clank? And are they similar games?
Their developers are like they have a close relationship with each other, so they often put like references in each other's games.
Okay.
Yeah. Where the fuck do I have that picture? No, not this one. Can I search by most recent? How do I do that?
You're still streaming.
Hey man, someone's watching and he doesn't want me to go, so I feel obliged to give him content.
That's fair.
I don't know. I kind of like this. Oh, this is the one.
I can't see it.
Yeah, it's fine. This is my drawing. I made a fucking I made it in Microsoft Paint or whatever. It's the stupidest drawing on my setup is. It's so complicated.
I can't see it.
You can't? It's on the
all I see is the.
It's on my
browser.
Go to the Twitch stream.
Oh, okay. Oh. What the fuck?
I did say that, Ezzayus, but it's fun. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it, Ezzayus. No, but so like I started off with these are my consoles. I have like 5-6 consoles, whatever. And then these are plugged in to my HDMI hub, which is resembled by an H. This is
Is the L the Elgato?
No. So then it plugs into my splitter, which is what I need to record PS3 because that's how PS3 games work. So that splits it into the. The PS3 has like a little mechanism where you can't record to the HDMI port because they were against like recording. Like, for whatever reason, but.
Are you talking about like HTCP?
Yes.
Okay, that's stupid.
So the way to get
Do you
around
have to
it.
get another adapter for it?
Yeah. So the way to get around it is to either record using like an HDMI to like an RCA to HDMI, like how I do with my PS2, or to use an HDMI splitter, which splits it into 2 outputs. So then it splits one output, which goes into the Elgato, and then this plugs. I forgot to draw another thing that plugs into my computer, whatever, which plugs it into my computer with the USB, and then this splits it into which plugs into my monitor.
That's so complicated.
Yeah, it's so complicated. And then this is the power source. So I have 2 power strips connected to this one outlet. So it's 12 ports. I have my consoles hooked up to one. I have all of my PC stuff plugged into one. And then I have, what does the L stand for? Oh, this is my Ethernet. This is my LAN. So I have I have 3 of my consoles plugged in via Ethernet into my LAN adapter, which plugs also into my outlet. And then this is like so the way the LAN works is it's a power line adapter, so then it plugs all the way with a like 50-foot long Ethernet cable around my room all the way to here, which is another outlet, which sends the signal via electrical wiring to my other outlet in the living room, which sends it to the router, and that's how I get Ethernet.
Wow, dude. What such an intricate layout. Dude, you should create maps for Rockstar Games.
It's so ridiculous. Did you know that in Jack 2 you can see Ratchet and Clank for just a picture of Ratchet in Haven City? No, I did not know that. Wait, that's a thing?
That's really cool.
Yeah, but that picture's so crudely drawn. Okay, I remember this one in Ratchet and Clank. But where's the one? Oh, is this it? Yeah, so like so Anthony, basically Insomniac put a reference to Jack and Dexter in one of their games, and then Jack and Dexter did the same thing in their game. At least I think this is their game. But I know they did it at some point.
Funny.
Oh yeah. Tee. Dude, I've been collecting these games, like all the Ratchet and Clanks, and I have almost all of them except for Crack in Time and and Into the Nexus. I think that's which is not shown on this list. But I remember I bought. You have to buy. Was it? I remember I bought Assault and All for One at Fair Game, and then I remember I bought Tools of Destruction off Napoleon because apparently he had it. Apparently he owns a PS3, which I was shocked because he's such an Xbox fanboy. Wait, that's real? That's a real thing?
What is it? Go back.
It's a Jack 3. It's a listing on Walmart for Jack 3 on PS4. Where does my paycheck fucking go? What the fuck do you mean?
Is there not a Jack 4?
There's
Is there not a Jack 3?
There's Lost Frontier, which is like, I don't know much about it. Apparently
Hold
it's
on.
what?
Wait, go back to that listing.
Fuck,
Go back to
I
that
lost it.
It's right there. It's right there.
What?
Down.
No.
No, go back.
No, it's not this. It's not this one. It's a different one.
Okay, because I was gonna. Well, it's not. You don't have to, but I was just gonna say, if you went back to it, you can see who the seller is. If it's just Walmart or if it's a third party, because third parties can sell on Walmart.
True.
So, yeah, because Walmart.com essentially is like Amazon. So I was thinking maybe somebody just posted that.
Yeah, let me. Here, I could just. Oh, apparently it's on Amazon. Limited run. When did they make this?
Who just joined VC?
Ezzayus
Me.
did. Isn't your phone dying?
Not anymore.
Oh.
I'm just gonna play Fortnite. I have this on.
You have what? No, so basically, they made the first trilogy of games on PS2, and then they made a fourth one on PS3, which a lot of people just hated. I don't know why. But everyone kind of like regards it as like the bastard sequel kind of thing, so nobody talks about it. But since then they haven't made another Jack game.
He looks badass in that picture.
This one? Or this
the
one?
game case.
I do like the way he looks in Jack 3. It kind of reminds you of like Gears of War. Like in the Gears of War photos. Or like in COD.
What kind of game is Jack and Daxter?
It's mainly a platformer, but so in the first game it's a platformer, kind of like how they were in like the N64 days, or like other PlayStation 1 platformers. But the second game they completely changed it. They basically took that game and combined it with like GTA San Andreas, because it's like extremely similar.
Did it for the one night stand.
Oh, dude, thanks. Thank you so much, man.
I love you. Sorry.
Nah, I read it though. Thank you so much.
What happened?
I'm probably gonna get off soon though. Like, I have to because it's. I only have so much time.
Yeah, man, we didn't even get to play Gears.
I thought you didn't want to play. We could have played Gears this entire fucking time.
Why did you go to Gears?
Because I wanted to show you how this kind of reminds me of the cover of Jack 3. Or like similar game, like COD, like Modern Warfare 2, where they have like the God, I can't spell. Yeah, like this kind of cover. God, so many games back then were just so like desert. There's so much desert and not a lot of colors.
Easier to develop.
True. I remember I heard somebody say how the GameCube PS2 era was when we had a lot of like bright, colorful, aquatic kind of games because that's when water physics started becoming really good. So that's why we had like Mario Sunshine, and then like Final Fantasy X had like the beach setting, stuff like that. It has like a lot of summer vibes, which I like. I'll have to watch some videos as to why people don't like the Jack 4 or Lost Frontier. Cause like, maybe I shouldn't though, cause it would probably like ruin my perception of the game or something. Cause like, you know how if you read up on a game, this is kind of why I don't really watch reviews. Cause if you watch a review of a game, and it's a very strong review, you might kind of feel the same way about a game, even if you wouldn't normally feel that way if you hadn't watched the review.
Right, because you have to think, a lot of people that watch reviews, they'll watch the review and they'll forget that the review is that person's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And because they hold that person to a certain regard, if they're a fan of the person making the review or whatnot, it will impact their own opinion on the game or whatever. If somebody like Scott the Waz or something made a review and absolutely shit on the Halo franchise, people who are fans of Scott the Waz might change their perspective on Halo. So yeah, it works like that.
Just some people who are reverse, where they hear their favorite reviewer say something bad about the game that they like, and they end up just hating them.
I'm trying to think of an example.
Donkey, he said that, what was it? Turn-based RPGs suck.
Really?
And or he doesn't like them. That's why he doesn't like Octopath Traveler, and
Really?
Yeah, people stop watching him just because of that.
Oh, people stopped watching. Damn.
Which is really dumb because he has like the most variety of like content. He's like one of the only like last like good YouTubers.
I feel like we're kind of in a point where a lot of the older YouTubers are kind of not dying out, but like I feel like a lot of the older channels are getting controversies around them, and they're not as popular as they used to be. I could think of a couple examples.
I think what it comes down to is older YouTubers are now more established And so they're just making whatever they feel like making, and they're not making the same content they used to, because the content they used to make, a lot of it they were just pumping out content for views and things like that, and to grow. But now that they're established, they don't have to worry about that. They just kind of do their thing. Then there's the side where, yes, there's a lot of controversies going on, so a lot of people have stepped away from the internet, or feel like they can't be allowed back on the internet and whatnot because of cancel culture.
Well, yeah,
And
like
then there's the side where it's like the internet's changing. It's always changing, but the internet's changing with the rise of like TikTok and things like that, and
yeah.
the Paul brothers, and
Oh God.
all these different YouTubers that are, and this different generation of people, that the content is drastically different. It's all over dramatized and overhyped, and it's really shit content for people our age. But for kids, like, they don't think of it that way. They think it's like everything's real, so they like
They're
get
like,
really
oh,
into
this
it.
is good. This must be what good content is like.
Right.
So I guess it must
Like,
be
I
good.
actually started watching I never really watched a lot of Mr. Beast ever, but I went back and started watching Mr. Beast a bit ago, and I do like Mr. Beast. Like, yeah, it's a bit over dramatized, but that's like the point. Like, they're hype up, but like, it's also kind of cool to see all these challenges and things like that. So I see why Mr. Beast is as big as he is. Like, he does crazy shit with money. But like, I don't know. There's also a lot of channels that never grew from what they were already doing. Like, they never changed their style. They never tried different kinds of videos, and viewership that they once had, they lost because of that. Because now people probably don't want to watch them because they're bored of their content. They're not doing anything different, and they kind of are stuck and get burnt out, and then they just kind of step away or take a break. And also, more people are tuning into podcasting and streaming rather than just
Yeah.
YouTube. So there's other forms of media that are
There's more
getting a lot
competition.
bigger.
There's a
People
lot more competition.
especially with, like, because of COVID, people
Oh,
rather
yeah.
sit and just watch streams or just scroll through TikTok than like watch YouTube all the time. People still watch YouTube, don't get me wrong. I watch YouTube all the time. But I don't watch YouTube nearly as much as I used to. Like, I watch YouTube at the end of my day. At the end of my day, I end my day with watching YouTube and laying in bed. Um, but like when I wake up, I might watch some YouTube, and then I'll get on my computer and maybe watch a streamer or something like that. But I don't know. And I don't really regularly tune into other streamers' streams. I really only watch them if I notice that they're live. Also, I just noticed Xbox is streaming. I wonder what they're streaming.
Really?
Oh, they're doing a rerun of the Xbox showcase.
Yeah, I guess. One of the I guess examples that I was thinking of was what you mentioned about like older channels are kind of getting canceled now. So like even though he hasn't been canceled, there's been a lot of controversy about him. Like for example, Boogie. I don't really watch him. I know you're a big fan of him, and I know that like I feel like a lot of these older I feel like we're in a time where it's like only a matter of time before a lot of these old YouTubers kind of have something that kind of destroys their career happen to them.
And the problem, and here's the why. If you look at traditional media like Hollywood, like movies, film, and TV, and things like that, you notice that, like, well, when we talk about old film, we talk about how racist it was or sexist it was, or how you never really you never ever saw a black lead character, or the black character was always the first one to die, or women were always seen as like lesser, or they had to stay at home and they were like the wives, and it was always about the working man kind of movies, like an old film. And now film is so much different. Those films aren't relevant anymore. They're still looked at for historical purposes, and to see like how it was a different time. But then again, it was a different time. So in that time, that was acceptable. But
Yeah,
in
I think
today's world,
people
that's
don't
not
really
acceptable.
respect that.
And then even if you look back
Or don't
into
think
like the
about it.
early 2000s, movies were different then too. TV was different then too. Like
Just look
there
at
was
Mean Creek.
like The Office, for example. Stuff in the show The Office would never fly today. If
But
it
it's
was
still
on
one of the greatest
airing
shows of
on
all
TV.
time, like one of the most popular shows of all time
Right,
that people will
right.
always go
But it's
back
like
to.
right, but like the jokes that were made and things like that are very crude. They were like sexist jokes and racial humor and things like that. Same with like South Park and stuff like that. Like there's so much media out there that nowadays would not be looked at in the same way, because now we live in a world where everyone is more conscious of one another, and people are becoming more accepting of one another, and more things are being looked at a respected view. And there's I this new generation is all about being yourself and accepting everyone for who they
Yeah,
are
which I
and
feel like
all that
is
stuff. And it's
difficult.
also sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like that's what's difficult about that is like somebody might say, well, you can be accepting, and then like, let's say the way you go about it makes it so that you don't accept certain types of behavior. And then it's like
Right.
somebody might say, well, that's just me being myself. And it's like, well, how do we distinguish whether that's like, oh, this is just how somebody is, versus like, this is just behavior that should not be tolerable.
Right. Okay. It's like you can't make a inappropriate comment and be like, that's just how I am. That's just like, because then, or I'm just being myself, because that's not fair. That's not fair to say. Like, just being yourself is like talking too much, or interrupting, um or laughing loud. Like, that's just being yourself. But the things that you say, you should be conscious of the things that you say and how they affect somebody else. But the point I'm trying to make is like, with the way the world is now and everyone's a lot more sensitive of one another, media has changed, and that has also changed with YouTube. Here's the thing though. The YouTubers that were making content back in 2006 when YouTube first started, and they blew up in like 2008, 2009, 2010, all that stuff, 11, 12. The content back then was a lot different. It was more edgy, it was more crude, it was more, you know, it was more sexual, it was more, racial humor, anything like that. And no one really cared. Everyone thought it was funny, and we laughed, and we kept watching. I know I used to watch videos like that all the time and thought they were the most hilarious thing. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind
you
of
could
like
find
what.
it in old Smosh videos. Like, you could find
Yeah.
it in old.
I mean, you can find
know.
it in Family Guy and South Park, which is still around to
Right.
this day, and
But
it's like,
but here's
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, actually, that was kind of it. You go ahead.
But like, the difference between traditional media and YouTube is a lot of those people are still making content,
Mm-hmm.
and people will go back and watch the old content and repost it on like Twitter or on Reddit nowadays, and be like, look at what this person was making back then, and then that person ends up getting canceled for the content that they were making.
Yeah.
Even though they know that content's not relevant anymore, and the person's making different content now, that person's still around. So that person should be canceled, because they shouldn't be allowed to be around anymore because they made that content. Well, everyone made it, freaking has done things in their past. That doesn't mean they shouldn't be allowed to be around anymore because of what they did in their past. You're just because you did something in your past doesn't mean you're the same person you are today. So that I don't understand why that happens. But I mean, people don't just get canceled for that. People get canceled because in their past, or maybe not too maybe in recent history, they were, which I didn't realize this, but it's really sad the amount of content creators and streamers and people in esports teams and like competitive Smash players and things like that
I think I know what you're about to say.
are very inappropriate and have I'm gonna try to word this in a way that's appropriate for Twitch because I know certain words might trigger the Twitch algorithm, but will do things with people who are not of age in
Yeah.
within a text relationship or physical relationship, or just be outright weird online. It's just like, why? And also, why is it taking now for these things to come out? These people have been around for a long time. Why is it just now coming out? Which I know it's hard to talk about these kinds of things, but like, this is stuff that's been known, but it gets like swept under the rug and no one talks about it. But then once it becomes a really big deal, then someone talks about it. Like, I'm sure like the esports teams or other YouTubers knew about this stuff and didn't say anything because it couldn't just have popped out of nowhere. Like, this is stuff that like had to have been known. But it takes a outcry of people being upset for like an esports team to drop someone from their team, because, and I don't think esports teams or YouTube or anything like that, I don't think when they drop someone or they ban someone, I don't think they do it because they agree with everybody else necessarily. I think they do it to save their own ass, to make themselves look good. So they
Probably.
could be like, yeah, we don't condone this behavior. That's not, you know, we don't, that's not the image we want to represent our brand. So we're going to kick them off because we agree. That's not what they're saying. They're just like, you know, we don't agree with this behavior. We don't want, you know, this to affect us. So, you know, you're no longer around. But they still create content or find ways to create content. EDP445,
Oh
he made
God.
a Vimeo. He went as far as to make a Vimeo to continue to make content because he kept getting kicked off everything. He got kicked off of YouTube. He got kicked off of Daily Motion. He got kicked off of Twitter. He got kicked off of Facebook Messenger, or not Messenger, sorry, but Facebook, because he had a Facebook that he would post videos to. He got kicked off of there. So now he's on Vimeo, which I don't know why he's using Vimeo. Nobody uses Vimeo.
Yeah, I remember something that was really crazy to me is I think this was before he got banned, is there was somebody that was that he was like, how come he hasn't been banned yet, but like there was this person in the Smash community that was a really top player, and he was banned off Twitch because he got accused, and then it turned out those accusations were false, and they still wouldn't
A VOD is a video on demand. It's what
yeah.
happens after you end stream. Twitch saves your stream as a video and saves it to your page. Calling it a video on demand means like you can watch the stream anytime.
Yeah, so, like watching videos on demand, like on television and stuff like that.
Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, he got allegations against him, and they turned out to be false. And then they still didn't unban him.
That's another thing too. Someone might not like you for whatever reason. Maybe you said something to them and they didn't like it, or maybe they tried to, they wanted to like be friends with you, and it was really about the money or about the clout, and maybe you notice that and you don't want to entertain that, and you're like, no, I'm good. So then they take to the internet and make allegations against you, saying you did all these things that aren't true.
Somebody accused somebody had allegations against Angry Joe, and I'm assuming they're false because they never got off the ground. Like, they never made it far. They seemed pretty baseless from what I read about them. So like that's just one example of like people literally go to great lengths just to screw you over and to end your career.
Right. I don't know if any of you guys know about this story, but years ago, many years ago, like in the early days of Twitch, like I don't know if it was Justin TV or if it was
called
Twitch yet.
Okay.
But
I think it was 2014 when they changed it.
Yeah, so I don't know if this was around 2014. I think it was, but there used to be this streamer, and I forget his username. If I can remember his username, that would be great, but I can't remember. But he had like a decent following. He had like maybe like a couple hundred people at the most. Like I think that was his most. But he was in a wheelchair and he would stream games, and he would get donations from people, and people would like donate to him because they felt bad and things like that. And then one day he's streaming, and I guess his dog was like about to pee on his on his cables under his desk. Like he was about to pee on like the power strip. So in a reaction, he gets up to stop the dog from peeing. Well, everyone thought that he didn't have movement in his legs, like from the waist down. He didn't have movement. So when he got up, right, he like the camera got knocked over, and then like everyone was like, "What?" And this whole like riot type situation happened online, where people were upset with this guy because they feel like they lied to him, because he got up and like walked, like he literally got up and
Oh,
walked
so he
over,
was.
and then he walked back and sat back down. Like
So
it
he was.
wasn't just like he.
It was a show. He was pretending to be disabled.
Well, there's more to the story. So
Okay.
he says that he didn't get up and walk around. Like he got up and kind of fell off of the chair to stop the dog, and then he lifted himself back up. But it's obvious in the clip that he gets up and he like, because like, it's just off camera, because it's a very cropped camera. It was like a 4:3 ratio, so he kind of gets up.
True.
You can kind of see him move, his legs move, and then you see his legs come back in the frame and he sits back down. Well, there's this channel that I watch called Wavy Web Surf, where he does kind of like internet mystery videos and things like that. And he did a video on this guy, and he actually did it took an hour long. He did an interview with them, and got the whole story. And he was genuinely in a wheelchair. However, it wasn't as extreme as it was, and he was pretty much almost healed up. But he stayed in the wheelchair because he didn't want to lose his following, and so he like stayed in the wheelchair, and he did lie, but he straight up he apologized at that time, and he in this interview he apologized, but it was very genuine. Like he really did feel bad, and he really wanted to come back and stream, but he couldn't because a lot of people were really mad at him, and basically that interview changed everything for him, and now he streams again. He streams on YouTube, but now he streams again, and he makes content, and he seems like he's doing all right. But I think like that's a case where like if you fuck up, as long as you are honest and you apologize and you're straight up about what happened, and like that you messed up, like I don't think there should you shouldn't be able to come back. Like I don't think anybody should be able to tell someone that they're not allowed to or make anybody feel like they can't make content on the internet.
Unless it's stranger. Unless they do something extreme. But yeah,
right. Unless they do something really extreme, like then there's no forgiving that person. But this is something that's like, okay, I kind of could see why you did that. But yeah, it's like it's really dumb that he did that, but he also apologized. I also think it's stupid that people can get banned like on Twitch, or they can get banned off of YouTube and not do anything. It's just the algorithm accidentally catches something that wasn't there, but thinks something was there, and then they get banned. Like there's been so many people that have been banned on Twitch because of like inappropriate language or imagery.
Gamer words. Just say gamer words.
Gamer words, or
gamer
words. Or there was, or like on YouTube, they got a copyright strike because there was like 3 seconds of a song.
Oh my god!
In the background for a clip they were showing in a video.
DMC
and they got copyright
dumb.
strike. Well, that's why a lot of videos have like a DMC, like a notice. It's like this is not copyright. Copyright law says this. This is not copyright. Please don't take down my video, because people work really hard on these videos, and they don't deserve to get them taken down.
It's so dumb to me. I don't know. I feel like we need to like evolve copyright in this country, because I feel like fair use is just like they sort of tread on that ground where they can sort of, what's the word? They can breach fair use and there's no like repercussions.
Right.
It's annoying.
I think it's yeah, cause like I think it's unfair that girls that's like female streamers can get banned on Twitch for having a shirt that might show a little cleavage, or like be wearing like a shirt that might be a little tight that might be showing more stuff, but they're not naked. They're just trying to play their games. They're just wearing something that's comfortable to them. But then people like Amaranth won't get banned, but they're like in a bikini in a
I
in a
yeah.
inflatable pool in their room,
So
riding
apparently,
on a banana and and asking for donations.
yeah.
Like,
So apparently, bras are not allowed on Twitch, but swimwear is a loophole. Swimwear is allowed simply because people are allowed to stream at beaches and stuff. So
well,
they're like, okay, well, we got to make this. So they make this loophole, but really, it's like, it's the whole thing is
well,
such a complicated topic.
yeah, because it's a little more complicated than that. So Twitch's policy is that there's no bra and or underwear allowed, and
Hmm.
no bikinis are allowed except if you are streaming in a area that requires it, or that is where
Yes, I
it
think
is
so.
allowed. So like if you're streaming at a public pool, if you're streaming in the pool in your backyard, if you're streaming at the beach, at the lake, or wherever, right? But the hot tub streamers, they breached that by putting one in their bedroom where their setup is and just wearing their bikini in there.
You mean circumvented?
Circumvented, right? So that's where I believe it came unfair. And instead of Twitch doing something about it, they
They're
just
like
gave them their own
category.
section,
Yeah.
their own category. Like, that's bullshit.
We can't have this conversation now because it's way too complicated. But um, one thing that's very complicated. One thing that's very complicated is you'll have dudes that will watch these female streamers that do things like this, and then but then they'll go to female streamers that are not okay like with doing those things, that are more, wearing more, I guess, more clothing, more revealing, or like, no, less revealing clothing, and then they're just sitting there trying to play a game, and then they start saying a bunch of creepy shit, and then you get people on both sides. Like, one saying like, oh, well, if you're wearing stuff like that, you deserve it, and then and it's like, it's so, but then there's people that are like, well, maybe hot tub streamers shouldn't exist because then it ruins the image of women, and it's just like, it's so complicated, and it just, I feel like it's a conversation that people don't take seriously, and they're not genuine, and they talk about it in bad faith, and I feel like that makes solving these issues really hard.
Exactly.
I mean, ultimately, I think it comes down to there's a lot of stupid idiots that can't tell the difference, but yeah.
I think one thing that could be said for sure, that regardless if people think it's okay or not okay to do these type of things, it's clear that Twitch has a bias.
Oh yeah, totally.
Twitch has a bias, and on top of that, I mean, it's like YouTube, for example. Like, they only care about the top 0.1%. Like, they only care about the very top people. The people that they pay the big bucks
look at Alinity
and contract to be here. That's who they care about. Everyone else they don't care about. They'll ban whoever they want to ban. They don't care. They only care about, and even then they don't care about the top 0.1%. Because look at Dr. Disrespect. They banned him for no reason.
Twitch is so backwards, dude. It doesn't make any sense.
They banned him for no fucking reason.
We don't know why he's banned.
And as far as we know, because he's talked about it a little bit on his streams, and I watched videos about it. As far as we know, it seems like it's a legal matter, and it has something to do with money that they didn't want to pay him. And it had to do with Mixer. and there was like there's like this legal deal that was going on. It's very complicated, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't have happened. There was no reason for it to happen, but that's that's what's really fucking stupid about it. It's like anybody's really on the chopping block, no matter how big you are. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Nobody's what's the term? No one's free from vengeance, something like that. Critique? There's some phrase for it.
I'm getting tired. I can't think.
Oh yeah, it's late. I have to end in 15 minutes anyways. I've actually
Why don't
had.
you just end it early because your internet's just gonna cut off.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna end it before then. But like, I actually have had a stream that went past 1 a.m.
How?
Oh fuck. Oh, fuck! I got exposed. Never mind.
Wait,
What
what?
happened?
How?
Nah, definitely.
But was there no internet block on your thing? Your mom? Are you cutting your own internet off so you can go to bed early?
No. Okay, so there is a way to circumvent the 1 a.m. rule, and I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you guys about it until, well, I guess just now, because I wanted to surprise you guys, and also because I didn't want people begging me to stay up until 5 a.m. like how it used to be. Because I go to, it's unhealthy for me to stay up that late. I like going to bed early anyways, or earlier. I try to.
1 a.m.'s technically not early still. That's still late.
I mean, yeah, but like I don't.
Earlier than what you were, 'cause you were going to bed at like 7, my guy.
I know. There were times where I would talk with Ezzayus and Napoleon until like 5 in the fucking morning, and it was not healthy. When I had work at 10:30 the next day, like it was not healthy for me. But like, so ever since I got my Ethernet adapter, I found that the internet speed, my upload speed's faster, but my download speed is lower. However, it completely bypasses the 1 a.m. rule.
What do you mean? Like if you have your computer plugged into the LAN?
If I open up, I can show you. Actually, would it be doxing to show the name of my network?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Well, I right click on my this, and then I go to open internet settings, and then I go to a status, and there's a thing where you can click and you can right click properties or whatever, and I turn because I have it plugged in, but when it's plugged in, it automatically goes to Ethernet, which is what I don't want because it's slower actually, which is weird. But I have it disabled, so what I do is at 1 a.m. I just enable it and it goes to Ethernet. And there's a brief moment where like a brief 20-second moment where I have no internet, but then it goes back on.
So you've been lying to us, is what I'm.
No.
So basically, you're saying, okay, that makes sense because they probably have that rule for your room out for.
Well, I've
either your room. No, you know what it is.
What?
They have that rule for the Wi-Fi connected in your to the devices. Maybe it's just to the devices in your room.
No, I know what it is. So it's only for my PC. It's for it cancels my PC. It cancels my Xbox. It doesn't immediately cancel my PS4 though, which is weird. And I think it cancels my Switch.
Did they go in and because you can go in if you type in your IP address in your browser, you can go to your router's page, like your router settings, and you can see all the devices that are connected to your network. Did they just go through that and all the devices that are in your room, all your consoles and everything that are connected, they made it like a cap at 1 a.m.?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because then if that's the case, if it's connected to LAN, that does bypass that because the cap is only for Wi-Fi. It doesn't make it for the internet in general. If it's connected to LAN, you're still directly connected to the internet. There's not a way to really block that if you're directly connected to it, unless you block it on the router itself and block it for everybody. So So that's smart. But I'm not going to say anything to anybody about it.
Don't tell the others. I want to
But
surprise them. I wanted to
you
surprise you guys so bad, but I just never found the opportunity to do it.
But you definitely can use that to your advantage.
Yeah, but
Like, I would say, like, on nights that you don't have work early, and I don't have work early or I have anything going on the next day, you can keep it plugged in at least to your like Xbox or something, and then we can get
wait,
like an
I
Xbox
want to
Live
get,
party and play.
I want to get this out first. I actually have done it to you and Napoleon once. So there was one night where you and Napoleon were really drunk, and at 1 a.m. I got on my PC, I hooked it up to the Ethernet, and then I was in the call and I shared my screen. It was when I did that weird thing where I shared my screen and then I did like a live stream of a live stream, and then I here, let me, is there a way here
How did you do it? You never explained how you did it.
Okay, so essentially what you do is you go like this, you go full screen, and then fuck, I'd have to change.
It was kind of creepy because it kept going and going and going, and you weren't like, what the fuck? You were like, that's so weird. Why is it doing
full
that?
screen? I click on this, and then I click hide members. Oh, it didn't do it. Did they fix that?
Yeah, why is it doing it?
But what it used to do is it would melt the orange color, and the orange color would literally
Wait, how did you do that?
What you do is you screen share Discord, so it's a stream of Discord, and then you click full screen and then you click hide members, and then it does this weird shit.
I know, because when you did that,
and you guys were like,
drunk, so
yeah, you guys were so drunk, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And you're like, how are you doing this? You're not on you're on your phone. How can you do this? I wasn't on my phone.
I was drunk, and I remember freaking out. So, I'm sorry. It's hard to talk when I can hear myself.
I wonder why it doesn't do it. Like, it doesn't melt. I think I have a picture of it.
Oh wait, no, it's because of Discord.
What do you mean?
Wow, I sound good. I can hear myself on Discord talk because of the stream.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really true.
Oh wait, now I can't. I took it off.
But yeah. I changed it.
So I don't remember anything from that night. I don't remember what time that was when you did that. I just remember really tripping out when you did that, and you were just. It was weird because you were so calm about it. Like, you weren't like, "Well, that's crazy." You were like, you were just like, "Why is it doing that?" That's how you said it. Like,
I was trying so hard to hide it. It was funny as shit. But And
I kept asking you. It was funny because Napoleon was arguing with me because I was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing that?" And Napoleon's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Anthony? Shut up."
Wait, was that the same night as Fair Trial or no? No, I don't think it was.
No.
That was the best night.
He was like, "What are you talking about, Anthony?" And I was like, "Dude, are you seeing what Dennis is doing?" He's like, "What is Dennis doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. Look at it." He was like, "I can't see it." And you were just like, "Why is it doing that?" And I kept asking you, "How are you doing that?" And you wouldn't. You were just going.
No, but the way I did it for that stream was it was when I did the Jack and Daxter finale stream, because I literally was trying to race against the clock to beat the final boss of the game, and then it literally like cut out at 1 a.m. and then the person that was watching was really determined for me to finish the game that night, so I was like, you know what, I'll get on. So then I hooked it up to Ethernet, and then I finished the game.
6 minutes to end stream, by the way.
I know.
To play Fortnite with me, or I'm telling Napoleon that you did.
No, fuck you.
Oh,
don't
blackmail.
Don't blackmail me. You're an actual bitch.
That's what you get for being a fucking bubble butt, fucking idiot.
What do you mean an idiot? I intentionally didn't want to tell you because then you'd be like, "Are you up right now?" I'd be like, "Yes." Oh, but it's 1 a.m., isn't it? And I'd be like, "Yes."
Ezzayus, you have 5 minutes to tell me what happened and why you left my server. Go.
What? No, I don't want to say it on
We
stream.
we need to know the full story.
Okay, how about after he cuts stream?
I'm cutting it now.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you all for coming. It's been a really fun stream. All right, bet.
Nobody tell everybody else.
Wait, I'm gonna make sure it's actually.
Yeah, you cut it.
I'm gonna make for sure.
Oh, I'm gonna ban Ezzayus so he doesn't see.
I got alts. I got a lot of alts.
I know all your alts.
I have
You know
ways
I know
of
all your.
seeing it
I know
anyways.
at least 5 of your alts.
You know all of them. You're still live.
86 of your followers, or just all of Ezzayus' alts? I'm one of Ezzayus' alts.
I remember the night when like all of Jax and Ezzayus' alts started following you. That one stream when you hit like 50
That's
followers.
the only reason why I hit affiliate. I still wouldn't be affiliate if that wasn't for that.
I got you to hit affiliate because I had my account watching and I had an alt account watching and Andreas watching to get you 3 viewers. You never do that because I never told you that.
You're 3 right now. You probably would have hit affiliate.
Yeah.
You know that Dread has an alt and he's not using it to follow me?
Yeah, because I don't need to. It's not necessary. Get a real job.
That's also G-Red insane.
Oh, also, I heard, I went on the stream and I heard me saying stuff that I said after you said you ended stream, so I don't believe you.
Alright, see you later, Ven. Thanks for sticking around, man. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for sticking around for so long. Alright, I'm gonna end it like right now. Wait, actually, can I raid someone? Nah, no, it's not worth it.
You're gonna raid them with me?
Yeah, never mind. Fuck it. Alright, later, guys.